Alright, well, it would appear that the music is having some issues, so that's kind of a pain in the butt. I'm gonna put on a different playlist and maybe that'll work. But hi, I guess we're starting a little bit quicker than I anticipated. That's fine. We'll just press play on this. Hopefully this works. I mean, it probably should. I went for more of a lo-fi vibe for the background music today, but it's like a hip-hop lo-fi, and I was like, alright, that's what we're doing. The plan for this evening is gonna be, we just go on a little adventure. I don't know if we're gonna hop into like public worlds. I don't know if we're gonna hop on friends, but I just want to go and fuck around, you know, just do our thing, you know. And that is tonight's plan. I've also noticed I got a buttload of emails from Throne. So whichever of you guys was just like sending a bunch of shit. Oh shit. Bomber, what's up, man? I literally just started stream. How was your stream, man? What were you up to tonight? As I was just saying though, to whoever it was, or multiple people that were suggesting a bunch of gifts in Throne, that was a lot. Like, I got a bunch of emails, so we're gonna have to check that later. I don't know if we'll do it today, but we'll do that later on, either today or not, like maybe next week. Who knows? But how was your stream, homie? Also, Damien, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I was playing Sea of Thieves with Frosted. Nice, man. Nice. How'd that go? I don't really have a huge plan for this evening. We're just gonna like adventure, just kind of shoot the shit, you know, just kind of hang out with some peeps. I still need to edit my other model and make the legs a little bit shorter, because everyone's talking about the legs are too long, and I'm like, all right, well, it needs to be 4 inches shorter anyway, so maybe I'll just like take most of that height out from the legs. But hopefully the music isn't too loud. It should be alright. It's where I put it normally. But you know, it be what it be. So I don't even know who is online right now, so let's see. Fizzy's on. Oh man, I don't know if I could go bug Fizzy. I haven't talked to Fizzy in a very long time. Who else is on that I could go bug? Oh, Goddess is on, so I might end up bugging him. There's a lot of people on this evening. Okay, I thought that was just like a butt, but no, it's a flower. Okay, we're good. Nothing bad, we're good. I didn't catch it. You have 3 attempts before it runs away. Who should we go bother? If anyone. You know what? What if we just kind of like go to a public world and see what happens? Or do you guys just want to go and like hang out in a chill world and just kind of shoot the shit for a little bit? I don't mind just chatting. Like, most of my streams are normally just chatting anyway, so if we just hit up like a fun spot. There's actually a world I haven't been to in a very long time. Hold up. I remember I used to spend hours just hanging out in that world when I used to play this all the time. So maybe it was, no, it might have been in Chill. It was probably in Chill. Yeah, the Chinatown place. So let's go new instance and we'll make it Friends Plus. Alright, so let's go. The Hunter, my favorite Pokemons. Oh man. Bob, why? Battlefield, how's it going, man? Is that trash? Hello. Hi, it is trash. What's Gucci? BB, what's up, bro? I still cannot get over last night's stream. Like, I literally did like an impromptu stream last night because I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna stream. That's a low quality mirror. Is there a high quality one? Can I click you? Hello? I can't click it. Alright, well, fuck me, I guess. We're just gonna hang out in the void. Alright, there we are. Also, I have a human model. I don't know if I want to upload that to this yet. Because it's kind of interesting. I also have a demon one that I might do. So friends might just join. I don't know. How's it going? It's going pretty okay. We're just kind of hanging out for tonight. We're going to go on an adventure at some point, but right now we're just kind of vibing. I kind of like this as just like a scenery thing. Like my hair kind of blends in, but it's like, fuck it, whatever. Also, I feel like my tongue should be like more pinkish instead of orange tinted, but that's something to fix later. Funny model made for my OC. Oh god, I'm terrified. If I know you as well as thought I did, oh my god, that's gonna be interesting. Micah was Gucci. How you doing, homie? I don't see you around as often. Is it because I don't play VRChat anymore? But now I do, so you're gonna be here more. If I could wink, I totally would, but I don't have expressions on this model yet. Getting the funny model. I'm watching the most boring horror movie with friends. Felt like they copied The Conjuring. Oh no. You guys want to see something really creepy? If I crawl as this model, what is this crawl? It's so creepy. Like, what is this? It's actually really frightening. Gremlin mode. Yeah, and then like the crouch is like den 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 den, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? But yeah, it's straight up like, this is just straight up gremlin mode. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna get you. And I'm like, I'm not alright with this. Like, at all. But, oh, hey, it's the boy. It is the boy. Sadako? What is Sadako? I've been well trashed. It has been a very interesting couple days. So last night, Geki came in and dropped a $700 like dono on us, like a tip, right? And that was the entirety of like the rent that I was stressing about, right? And then afterwards, he activates my throne command, right? Because !throne if you guys want to suggest weird gifts and whatnot, right? And one of the weird gifts that someone had suggested was a RGB hands-free roto-baiter. So he bought that last night and it auto-posted to my Twitter. So now I have a gamer fleshlight coming in the mail and I don't know how I feel about it. Because I live with my parents. But like, it's kind of funny. So like, gamer fleshlight, hello? Like, do you really have a gaming setup if you don't have an RGB fleshlight? Like, what the fuck? So, because I added it as, you know, a joke. I thought it was funny. I was like, yeah, you know what? Fuck it, I'll accept that. Why not? And then he actually bought it. So now everyone that's seen anything that's come from my throne on my Twitter, straight up, the first thing is a Gargura throw pillow that it's her in a bikini because I kind of have a slight crush on Gura. All right, don't worry about it. And I was like, yeah, because I added that myself because I figured, yeah. And then the second thing is a maid dress. And now the third thing is an RGB fleshlight. And I'm for anyone that doesn't know that I worked in porn, they're going to think it's really weird. Everyone that knows that I've worked in porn is going to find it really weird. And they're like, is he making a comeback? So that's my life right now. But yeah, I've been doing pretty well, man. But yes, it's straight up, that's Geki though, man. That's what he do. He's just like, here, I'm gonna drop a bunch of money on you. It's like, Geki, we're gonna put a cap on you. He's like, they ain't putting no cap on my ass. Alright, what is this dad joke that popped up from my dad joke command? What did the scarf say to the hat? You go on ahead. I'm gonna hang around a bit longer. Oh no.
Oh yeah,
Speak of the fucking devil. 16 months. And that's with how many months of me not having Twitch affiliate because I got rid of it. Like, holy fuck. This man maintained his subscription by tipping $5 every month just to make sure he quote unquote kept it. Shit's insane, man. Damien, don't you dare buy any more weird shit off of there. Geki already did that. I don't need more weird shit showing up. The man's is here. Geki's always here. He might not always be here, but he's always here. In spirit. Also, I've got an energy drink, so I'll actually, like, be alive today, you know? But Geki, my man, thank you for the 16 months. I really appreciate it. Oh, more weird shit. Geki, did you get, like, a pay raise or something? Like, why are you wasting money? What the fuck, man? Oh, God. This man's. I know you guys were suggesting a bunch of stuff. Did you guys want to review Throne stuff right now? Because we could. I'll just like sit like this and I'll put it up on screen. Here, just let me open up Throne real quick. And I go to like the suggested gifts because I know that I've got 12 suggested gifts. So that means 11 were suggested because the one we can't end up actually grabbing. Emerald was Gucci. How you doing, girl? I can already see some interesting stuff. Alright. So, our suggested gifts that we've got so far, okay. Let's scroll down. That one I kind of saw coming, though. Alright. The fan message is nut. Alright, that fits it. Get him a Pixar Cars themed dildo. Oh god. I mean, you can suggest it if you want to. Oh no. Thinking of eating microwave food is butter chicken or get Uber Eats. Butter chicken, homie. Even if it is microwaved. Butter chicken's always the way to go. Alright, you know what? Nut button, we're approving that because I can use that for IRL streams and it'll be funny. Except the fuck button. What? The fuck button. Oh, well, lost at a 5th gym leader? Damn, son. The fuck button, bro. I'll approve that because that's funny as shit. And if we do end up somehow getting that, then I'm just gonna fucking Among Us, really. I'll make an emote for it to be like a different button. It'll just be like a black button instead of a blue button. No, nut. They nut me up in here. At least this Among Us character is cute, but like, I've never even played Among Us. Like, should I set that as a goal? Like, if I reach a certain amount, I'll play like Among Us. Yo, sussy. Oh no. I don't want to suggest that. It's all anonymous. You can choose to make it non-anonymous, but it's anonymous. Fuck button just makes you insta-cream. Oh no. Nah, it's just like a running joke on my stream now that the nut button is a thing. And I even made an emote for it. A scuffed emote, but an emote. Can we get some like nut in chat? I mean button. Yeah, it's definitely called button, not nut. But can we get some nut in chat? I don't know. Should I approve this Among Us thing, even though I've never played Among Us? But share the fan message is just sus. What the fuck? Among Us with viewers? I don't know if I'd be willing to do that. Just because I don't know all of my viewers and I don't want to like have someone say something and get me banned. Like maybe I'll like see about doing like a VTuber collab Among Us thing. People need to teach me though. I need so much backseating for that. Like, sorry, squeaky chair. You know what? Should I approve it? Okay, guys. Like, hold up. Hold up. I gotta do a thing real quick. I want to see if this still works. Approve, question mark. Options. Yes. No. Alright. Oh, that doesn't say yes. Hold up. God damn it. Alright, so it'll be 1's for yes, 2's for no. Alright, I'll let that run for a minute. But yeah, we're gonna leave that one be for a moment while you guys vote. Next thing, knife center? No name, no message. I'm kind of concerned. Oh shit. A collapsible baton. That's actually kind of cool. We'll just copy collapsible baton. Yeah, I totally want that. That's awesome. And then how much was that? $39.95. Alright, $39.95. That's cool. I like that. Alright, I think it's pretty unanimous. Alright, I'll finish the poll already. We'll approve it. You guys are fucking weird. Alright, what is this other one? It's also from Knife Center. Yo, a karambit? What the fuck? So, y'all might not know this, but I used to play CSGO like a decent amount like years ago. I was never any good at it, but I also had like a much worse PC than I've got right now. So, I always wanted a karambit. Alright, you know what? We'll just call it karambit. I totally want that. It's fucking awesome. And the price is $46.99. Alright. A frog stuffy? Yo, that's an auto approve. I love frogs, man. A mouse stuffy? Wait, is it a mouse? It looks like a mouse. It says hamster, but I'm calling that a mouse. That looks like a mouse to me. I'm fucking improving that. That needs a 0 on the end of it, otherwise it gets fucked up. Thank you for calling me weird. I mean, y'all are weird. Don't even fucking try to deny it. Karambit looked nice. It did, though. Is the spooky person back? Write down your spells. Write down your spells? What the fuck? I don't do spells. I don't do any spell work. I work with curses and wards and enchantments. I don't do spells. But it would be really cool to have a journal of some kind. That's actually really neat. I like that. Sure. Spell candles for spells. For spells. I don't do spells. So this one I'm gonna reject. I don't use candles. Like at all. That's not my practice. But that is kind of neat. More gems. What do you mean more gems? Okay. What is this? I heard you like spooky stuff and gems. I mean, I call them stones, but like, yeah, like gems. Dark red, blood red rubies. Yo, fucking someone was listening when I was talking about rubies in my practice. Straight up, I'm accepting that. This is the one that we can't, it doesn't have a price on it, but we will accept it once we can. So what is this one? Amethysts. 25 gram or 50 gram? It needs a 0 at the end of it. I'm assuming that's the smaller price. So I'll just copy that because it probably, yeah. Alright. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Alright, so someone was listening on my spooky streams. That's kind of really awesome. Whoever suggested that stuff, y'all are fucking dope. I mean, I don't do candles, though, so I do appreciate the thought on that, though. That's really cool. Like, I appreciate y'all. So whoever it was that was, like, suggesting a shit ton of stuff, or if it was multiple of you. Why is my character... There we go. I was gonna say, why are you looking at the ground, homie? Y'all cool, alright. I was a little like upsetty spaghetti, like what the fuck y'all doing? Suggested so many things. I have so many things on my fucking throne compared to other people, and I'm just like, why? Why do I have so much? You know? Gonna get a curse on us? Nah, that's not how. It's not. You're thinking of forms of paganism. I don't practice paganism. I have my own practice that takes roots from pagan traditions, but it's more of other stuff, and I don't do like witchcraft because, well, I'm not a witch. All right, let me catch up with chat because I've been talking too much. I didn't keep up with you guys. Okay. Who says I'm weird? Geki, we all know that you're weird. Come on, man. Hey, what's up, 𝐂𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴? I'm just talking to my chat at the moment. What you up to, homie? There's a mirror off to the left. There's a green button. Crab, please. Oh, no.
I am not up to much.
Oh, shit. Yeah, we were just looking at my throne because there was more stuff, like, suggested. And there was some kind of neat stuff in there. So I was like, dope. But then I follow my own practice of like spiritual type shit, right? Like not like I'm more versed in forms of theism than most people that go to church every day. And I don't mean only on Sunday, I mean every day. I have a bunch of different forms of the Bible and religious texts of varying kinds. So I have all that stuff pretty much committed to memory at this point because I've read it all. And I like most of my streams are centered around that kind of shit, right? Or not most of them, but they used to be. So someone had suggested some cool stuff that would go for my practice. So that's kind of dope. Let's see, who used the cute command? Oh, BB, you used this. You got 6% on your cute command.
You're ugly. You're disgusting. I'm going to kill you. Give me $200.
Valfu got 70%. All right, Valfu cute as fuck today. Damien is 29. All right, you know, better than 28. All right. Bomber 72 beat up Valfu by 2%. Damn, son. Geki is a 1 out of 10 gamer.
Are you always this pathetic?
Oh, man. Damn, I'm ass today. It's alright, Geki. It's okay. Valfu's an 8 out of 10 gamer. That doesn't surprise me. Damien's 7 out of 10. Bomber's 1 out of 10.
Are you always this pathetic?
Fuck. Ninja's 9 out of 10. I can see that. Name's fucking Ninja. Oh, hell yeah. Gamer BB's 5 out of 10.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, right? I mean, why I lost my loot and Sea of Thieves. That explains it. There you go. Okay. Stuck on mobile version of games, so 7 out of 10 gamer is a bit of an ego boost. Hey man, just own it. Ninja is 63% cute today. Alright. I have helped, I guess. I cry. You better cry, you little bitch. You dare boot me, you motherfucker. I like that it's just like all clouds. I used to think that was kind of weird, but now I'm just like looking at it. It's like very like a good setting type thing. Oh shit, there's a fucking Mew on my stream. Fuck y'all. I'm catching that bitch. Fuck you guys. So on my stream, I have like this interactive Pokemon game that's in the bottom right corner. Yeah, fuck you guys. Fuck you. I caught it first try. Y'all pieces of shit. That's my fucking Mew. Eat shit. Kick rocks. Fuck. That's aggressive. Should not have been that aggressive. Yeah, there's this little use channel points to catch Pokemon on my stream. And they just like pop up in the bottom right corner and a Mew just popped up and I just tossed a Pokeball at it and got it first try. You only get 3 tries or else it runs away. So first I get called a cat boy, then a bottom. Now I'm cute and bad at games. It be like that. Time to break mouse. Geki, I don't know. You dare not to pawn me. Neck. Do you go by Neko or Cosmic?
Either.
You galactic cat, you dare drop a nut upon me? By golly.
Indeed.
But yeah, Geki, I don't know if you can break me, man. You literally like mad fucked me up yesterday. Like, not doable no more. I'm prepared, homie. It's undoable.
Funny face Narga.
What?
Funny face Narga Kuga.
Huh? Hold on, I'm just gonna center you so this looks a little bit better on stream. Hey, there we go.
Funny face.
I have no idea what that second word was, or I guess third. Wait, funny face.
It's
yeah, third
basically
word.
the name of this creature.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. When I first saw it, I thought it was a Digimon.
How dare you?
How dare I? Digimon's fucking awesome, dude. That's like one of the highest praises I could give something. Come on, bro. Digimon are amazing. Like, have you seen Anjouamon? Have you seen Lady Devimon?
I never watched Digimon.
Have you seen Renamon? I strike that last. Do you just fucking Chica me? You son of a bitch. Fuck you, Geki. Just fucking plays fucking Chica on my stream. Yeah, bitch. That's not breaking. That's just something annoying I have on my stream for you guys.
Holy shit!
You almost just made me shoot out my fucking energy drink out my nose, bro. I did not expect that. It was like, oh, Darling in the Franxx on favorite anime list. Talk about a person of culture. Yes. So I hadn't watched it until this year, and my little brother told me that it was his favorite anime, and I was like, you know what? I've been at the time I was going through a little spurt of watching anime, so I was like, I'll watch it, and it very quickly became my second favorite anime. And
Very good anime. Very good anime. It's
well,
sad.
and
It's
yeah,
sad.
everyone's like, oh, it's the sex anime. And it's like, I mean, yeah, like it's very heavily implied, but it's fucking like Trigger. Like, what do you expect?
There's
Wait,
a
the
lot of
Trigger or
story to
Gainax? I don't remember. They're pretty much the same company. So I just like loved the fucking storytelling and the world building. I didn't like the last few episodes because, you know, like all of their fucking animes, the ending is just fucking stupid. Like, don't get me wrong. I love Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann. But if I want to get someone into Gurren Lagann, I show them the last episode first. Because it has absolutely nothing to do with the start of the story. And they've forgotten it by that point. Because, like, there's so much other shit going on and the world's completely different. And, like, none of the characters really look the same, so they have no idea what's going on. Dude, okay. Which Narga Kuga is Mr. Cosmic? Which one?
Are you asking them or me?
Well, seeing as the question was being asked, and only you would know. So, I want you to take a 50-50 guess on that one. Either you're right or you're wrong. It was to you. Yeah, chat's just asking which Narga Kuga you are.
The name of the avatar is Mimakuga because of the face.
Yeah, I assumed.
But overall, the model is just a normal Narga.
And what is that from?
Monster Hunter.
Oh. See, I'm just looking at the eyes, and that was why I thought Digimon. Because Digimon has, like, these very terrifying things with very happy eyeballs. Go ahead. Go ahead. Tell me I'm not right. Okay? You got, like, Garurumon. Yeah, you look at Garurumon. Giant fucking, like 12-foot wolf. Alright? And then you look at its eyes, it's like, hi there, how are you? And it's like, ah, God. But everything else about it's very intimidating. You know, like, it's got, like, fucking drool coming down its face. It's got, like, fucking giant-ass mouth that could, like, fit an entire child in it. And then you look at its eyes, and it's like, hi there, kids. How are you doing today? Like... oh, man. Makes sense. Can I get past episode 4, I think? When the blue-haired girl pretty much gets sad. Oh, man. Okay, so, like, don't get me wrong. I love 02 with all of my heart. But, like... the best friend character just does a thing for me where I'm like, that's the one that needs the relationship. They've loved them their whole lives. So I was like, man. I'm like, she shouldn't have got with the other dude. She should have just stayed single. You know that, or, you know, he's a protagonist. He should have just gotten both. What are you doing in my swamp? I cried at the end of Darling in the Franxx. Yeah, understandable, honestly. Gets better. Doesn't make a lot of sense, though. Yeah, you don't need to watch, like...
You look like a hippopotamus.
Once you get to the end of Darling in the Franxx, like, I think it's like the last 2, possibly 3 episodes, you don't need to watch it anymore. Like, that's pretty much all I would say. And, like, there's, like, a manga that is canon, or a short story, I don't remember if it was, like, a light novel or something, that is canon as an alternate reality ending that makes so much more sense. It's like, they could have just been happy. No, you had to make it weird. You didn't like the blue-haired girl? Yeah, I mean, like, obviously, to each their own, right? Like, everybody has their interests in what they care about and whatnot, right? And, like, the type of character dynamics that they like. Like, when I was younger, I really, really liked Taiga from Toradora, right? Because she was a lot like the girl that I was dating at the time, right? And that was my favorite anime for so long, right? Now it's not even in my top 10. And it has nothing to do with my ex. It's more of just like, I don't like it as much anymore because to me, I see that type of behavior from a person and it's a red flag, right? Like, don't get me wrong, I like tsunderes, but like, or tsunderes, however you want to pronounce it. And I really like the design of Taiga. And like, there's redeeming things about her I really like, but like, just she herself doesn't appeal to me anymore. So it's just kind of one of those things where it's like you grow and you change over time too, right? So like everybody has like their own interesting characters. Now I'm more into like I wouldn't say yandere, but like the more I'm gonna kick your ass kind of tsundere, as opposed to like the I'm gonna bitch at you and then ruin your life kind of tsundere, you know? If that makes sense. Because like anyone that's watched Toradora knows what happens in the last episode. Don't watch the last episode, just watch to the second last episode and you'll have a great happy ending. You watch the last episode and you're like, what the fuck was the point of watching this anime? To be angry? To be sad? To hate my life? Oh, it looks like my Pokemon game glitched out. Hey, it worked. Never mind, it worked. It was just lagging. I'm sorry, what'd you say, Cosmic?
I flip visor up for one moment.
Oh, okie dokie, let's see what happens to his head. Oh, I glitched out. I mean, by glitched out, I mean I tapped. But like, whatever. I don't think I liked any of the characters, but to be fair, I didn't watch all of it. Hey, Geki Katamarowak, nice homie. Love Toradora. Yeah, like I loved it at the time, but I know if I were to go back and try and watch it now, I would not like it. And like, it's not that I don't like the slice of life anime type shit. And Toradora went hard on some of their fucking fight scenes. Like, there was no reason for them to be that good. It's an anime about slice of life. There's like minor fights. Why did they go so hard? Right? It's like they told the animators that they had time or some shit. But like, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like it's an anime I wouldn't really enjoy as much anymore. Like, there's a lot of shit that I look back on. I'm like, yeah, I used to like that, but I don't anymore. Though there's still things that I don't like even as now. Like, I still don't think I'm ever gonna like One Piece. I made it 230 episodes into that anime, and I was like, I'ma take a break. And that was in August of 2020. It's November, nearly December of 2021. Honestly, that year wasn't that much different for me aside from like my breakup. But like, that, I didn't even realize there was a pandemic going on until like 3 weeks into it. Because like, I already worked from home, and the grocery store is right next to my house. And this was before like masks became mandatory and shit. I was like, oh, they have arrows on the floor now. That's going to make this so much more organized so people actually follow them. It's going to be great. And then I was like, oh, there's a pandemic going on? What the fuck? And then I did research into it. I was like, oh, it's a coronavirus. So it's really not even that bad. All right, got you.
It still killed people.
Yeah, but the common flu has killed more people each year.
True.
Yeah. It's just a really dumb thing. Even my friend, who is like a nurse, he was like, yeah, this is honestly fucking stupid. He was like, it's honestly not even all that bad. People that are like already autoimmune, and I'm someone that's autoimmune, by the way, like, or not autoimmune, sorry, the brain is lapsing, give me a minute. Immunocompromised, right? I'm a person that's immunocompromised because my nerve damage and my heart problems, right? I don't give a fuck. If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. I'll die from a sneeze. It doesn't need to be like COVID. Oh, One Piece. Zzz. Honestly, fair. I think the ending was kind of realistic and that it doesn't always work out in high school. But they show they are working on the relationship in the future, even if they are apart. Spoilers for Toradora. Alright. This is spoilers. Plug your ears.
When you carry your pet to your
The last
room
episode
and
of
it walks
Toradora, or second last, they get engaged. It's fucking great. You're like, they're gonna be happy together. And then the last episode, she runs away and then never talks to him again. Like, I get it. Shit like that does happen. But it's like, I'm not here to get hurt. I'm here to see these two fall in love, and they did. I want a happy ending because my life sucks. How dare you make me think about my life? Ironic that my favorite anime is Cowboy Bebop, which really makes you think about your life. But that's a different way of looking at things. I don't watch anime that have 1K episodes. Honestly, like One Piece is not worth it. It's such a shit anime. Like people are gonna be upset about that, but like, oh my god, it's just so bad. It's so bad. And people are like, oh, well, once you get to this arc, it's gonna be great. And I'm like, okay, well, here's the thing. I already watched that, and I still didn't like it.
Where's my keyboard?
Like the only good character that I've seen in 230 episodes of One Piece is Zoro. And that's because he feels like he's from a different anime. It's just like why I liked Yoshikage Kira from JoJo, even though part 4 is my second most hated one. Because he felt like he was from a better anime. Fair enough about Toradora. Yeah, like, don't get me wrong. Like, obviously, like, people like it, and I loved it. It was my favorite anime for a very long time, even with that ending. But it's just one of those things where I get really connected to characters, and like, as someone who is quite literally emotionally inept for human interaction, like, I can only connect with like video game characters and anime characters and movie characters and things in books and shit like that. I can't connect to real life people. So to actually be able to watch something and then get hurt from it, I was like, I don't like that. That wasn't good. So that if you really want your heart to hurt, play Katawa Shoujo. All right. You can turn off the adult content if you want. All right. Just remember that sex is part of a relationship, and that's why it's in the game. But you are able to skip past it. So, or I guess you're able to have it censored, but whatever. Play Katawa Shoujo, do the good endings, and then do the neutral ending, and then do the bad ending. Go ahead. Do it. Hurt yourself. That's what I did. This is one of your friends, I assume?
Oh boy. Kirishima, oh no. Oh no.
Oh no. Hello, random stranger. I do not know you. I created this world. I just want to let you know. I made it Friends Plus, but I am streaming, so I just want to make sure that you're okay with that, because some people aren't comfortable being around streamers.
That is fine.
All right, much appreciated, homie. And I am talking to my chat out loud. So, did someone say JoJo? Okay, I absolutely hate JoJo with every fiber of my being, and I'm a JoJo fan, so I kind of hate that. Same, people told me Alabaster arc was the best, and when it ended, I was like, is that it? Honestly, right? Like, it wasn't that good. Imagine my surprise playing Fate without knowing about the games. Oh man, I could not imagine watching Fate and not knowing about the games. That would be... I don't even want to even attempt the Fate series, man. Like, my one friend is like, or I don't know if we're actually friends anymore. I haven't spoken to him since like 2017, but like, you know what I mean? Person that I used to know that I was really close with for a while, and we gamed every day. He was super into the Fate series and really wanted me to get into it. He gave me a full like guide on how to properly consume the content, and then I just never got around to it, and now I lost that, and I'm like, man, I don't want to even attempt Fate. It looks neat, but I'm afraid of it, honestly. I have no idea how to do it, how to start, where to go. And I'm just going to accept it as one of those things that's really cool that people like, and I am not going to know anything about it. But like, I don't know, Cowboy Bebop became my favorite anime because it was one of those animes that I'm really glad I dropped when I was younger. Because I would not have understood it when I was younger. You dare roar at me?
Oh,
What the
no,
fuck?
It's getting higher pitched.
What is getting higher pitched? Cosmic, what's getting higher pitched? What's getting higher pitched?
Kirishima is showing me something.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say. I was like, I don't hear nothing. Just watch Fate Zero and that's it. It's basically standalone if you want it to be. Really? Okay, though that's helpful. Oh, I still have that set up as rupees. I should probably
Oh, my
swap
dear
that to bits. I don't know what I want to do with that. My friend said to me, "What rhymes with orange?" I said, "No, it doesn't." Yo, I'm gonna use that in real life for reals. What the fuck? I have a dad joke command on my stream. It's fucking great.
But
What
why?
do prisoners use to call each
Why
other?
would you do that? Why would you do
Cell
any of that?
phones. But yeah, man, if you guys want to get into JoJo, oh god, I could get into JoJo because everyone says it's so good, and I'm like, it's not good. It's really not good.
Oh shit, here we go again.
But yeah, well, you were here for that conversation last night, right? So yeah, but for everyone that's in chat that's here for my actual scheduled streams as opposed to a random one I started for no reason. I don't know. JoJo is just one of those animes where it's like, it started off okay, and then it got weird. Funny, but weird. And then it was like, hey, this really cool magic system that we have, we're gonna scrap it. And I'm like, but there's so much you could have done with your magic sunlight power. Like, the one dude was able to infuse it into bubbles. Who would have thought of making it into bubbles?
Stardust, except only one person
Nah, they use spin. Oh yeah, oh Stardust, sorry. Yeah, I thought you were gonna say about part like JoJolion and whatnot. I was like, no, that's spin or whatever the fuck. Yeah, JoJolion, I don't. So in Stardust Crusaders Part 3, that's Joseph Joestar, who is from Part 2. He's just an old man now. He's the main character of Part 2. And literally the only effect that thing is used for is to keep some alcohol in a glass and to keep a vampire from attacking him. Like, that is literally the only thing that it's used for. Because, however, there is a theory. Because for some reason, Dio was able to use the same stand as Joseph, right? Oh god, what was it called? Hermit Purple. All right. He was able to use it in a different way, I suppose, because it was, Jonathan's body. So there's a theory that Hermit Purple is the embodiment of what, like, Haman is. And even Araki said, like, I imagine that in Part 2, Joseph had Hermit Purple just wrapped around his body constantly. And that's what Hermit Purple was, or what Haman was. Meaning that Hermit Purple is a learnable stand.
Oh no, what are you doing, Kirishima?
Could really care less about JoJo. Honestly, like, it's good to turn your brain off and just watch. But it's one of those anime that's like, man, it's not as good as everyone hypes it up to be. Part 1 JoJo's was a bit slow for me. Part 2 was better than 1 in my opinion. So Part 1 is my favorite, but that's because it's Fist of the North Star mixed with Castlevania. Part 2 was like, Nazis. We're not necessarily the bad guys. And I mean, it's like, yeah, that was definitely written by a Japanese. I mean, they were allies back in World War II. Okay, well, it's a portrayal of a military group, and if you ignore the fact of who their leader was and the fascism behind it, soldiers were literally people just sent in, even if they didn't want to be a part of the military. Like, think about, like, what's going on in, like, a lot of countries around the world. Like, even Egypt, you're, like, forced to join the military if you're under the age of 30. So I would assume during war times, that would be the same thing. So a lot of those are probably just, like, teenagers, young men that just didn't want to be there. And they were forced to be there. So I wouldn't say that, like, all of them were bad. As a whole, yes, incredibly bad. But, like, individually, I wouldn't say every person was bad.
Yep.
So I think that was the whole point of Part 2, is to show that not all of those people were bad. And then also, just for the humor and satisfaction of pulling a Tommy gun on a vampire. So, Dio best villain, changed my mind. Alright, Dio doesn't actually plan things out, he just thinks he does. Yoshikage Kira plans out everything. That is pretty much all I have to say. And Cars is just stupid, so fuck Cars. But part 1, Dio's a fucking idiot. Alright, part 3, Dio is just... It's just dumb. The hand fetish dude? Yeah, so taking his hand fetish out of it, right? Because, I mean, well, even, no, keep it in. Alright, serial killers often have something wrong with them, and that's why they're serial killers. Whether it be that they just love the thrill of the kill, or they have something against prostitutes like Jack the Ripper, or it's something like that. The vice that Yoshikage Kira had was the hands thing. And that was why he had like all his fingernails and everything trimmed and kept, and it was just, hands were his thing, I guess, right? So that's just like his reasoning on why he was a serial killer. But seeing them play cat and mouse, and then him outmaneuvering them time after time after time, and then literally when he gets like an extra power at the end, alright, it's literally to outmaneuver people. It's like a very neat concept on the idea, right? Whereas if you take something like Dio, like part 1 Dio, he's just like, hey, I'm gonna use this mask to kill Jonathan. And then he's like, you know what, I'll use it on myself, ha ha ha. And then it's like, wow, that made me into a vampire, okay, neat. And then that was just dumb. And then it's like, I'm gonna go live in a castle. And it's like, that's... Why would you go somewhere where... why couldn't you just, like, up and fuck off somewhere? Like, you're literally immortal now. Part 2, we don't even talk about Cars because that's just super vampires. It was just stupid. And then part 3 Dio is just like, oh my god, I'm gonna send the villain of the week after them. And it's like, dude, you literally have the power to stop time. You know that they're coming after you. Don't play cat and mouse with them. You know that Joseph is Jonathan's grandson. You also know of his feats and what he's done before. Meet them at their house and fuck them up. Don't send some fucking teenager with a fucking forehead worm, alright, to try and take him out. Nah, you can literally stop time. Fuck them up before they know what's going on. He's an idiot. Yoshikage Kira was like, oh shit, I'm potentially gonna be caught. I gotta outmaneuver these people. And then it's just constant cat and mouse of him outmaneuvering them and getting smarter and smarter as he goes along. And then when he's backed into a corner, he gets like a Deus Ex Machina, but it's one that is neat to see how they're gonna circumvent. And then part 5 is just stupid. The way he got defeated though was just bad healing, dry blood. How does that become an object? It's still DNA. I mean, technically he got beaten by looking behind him, when you think about it. And also Jotaro stepping in and just breaking the fucker's hand. Of which he probably should have done to begin with the first time he encountered him. It's like, oh, yeah, right, I can stop time. Let's just go fuck this guy up. Like, oh, there's a bomb thing. Oh, no. I know that I can move and do things in stopped time. I should contain this in that stopped time. If Dio has the ability to go and grab a fucking road roller in fucking, like, what was it, like 6, 7, 10 seconds, somewhere around there, I'm certain that Jotaro, in, like, what was it that he had, 6 seconds, could put, like, a heavy desk on top of this fucking thing so it can't move. Okay? And that's literally how they stop it, because Echoes just stops it with pressure by weighing it down. And then he wouldn't have gotten blown up. Super easy peasy. Alright. Now for the maddening stuff. GER? What is the GER thing? In King Crimson. Oh, Gold Experience Requiem. In King Crimson. Number one, nobody understands how King Crimson works. It just makes you forget time. It's not controlling time. It's a very interesting stand, but it's just kind of very... God, how do I want to explain this? It's stupid at the same time. So like this guy is able to have like clairvoyance and see what's going to happen. And then he's also able to make people forget what has happened. So it's like, alright, neat. Gold Experience Requiem was just a fucking, again, another Deus Ex Machina bullshit. Like, they could have beaten, like, King Crimson regardless. And also, the fucking Gold Experience is just stupid. Because, oh, I can't heal people. Oh, look, now I can heal people. Alright. Hey, what's up, Swiss? How you doing? We're talking about, like, anime shit right now. Currently, we're on JoJo. But, like, I don't know, man. King Crimson is a stupid but interesting stand. Gold Experience was just dumb. I can bring life to things. Okay. But then they revert back over time. Okay. Oh no. This thing that I've put inside of you, it's been attached to you for too long. Now it's actually you. That's not at all how that was explained before. I hate when anime takes something and then they just like change it for it to make sense for what they want to write. Like, for example, One Piece. How does the man made of rubber become a rocket ship? Rubber isn't part of a rocket ship. I mean, technically, you could argue that rubber is made of oil, but... Chaos! Oh, God. Like at the Mirror Dweller. He's just vibing. Oh, you talk about me. It looks neat. Okay, fuck you. We're just vibing right now. To be fair, I don't watch anime, but I still like the VR stuff. Fair. Silver Chariot Requiem was cool. It was a very neat idea. I did like that one. I don't really like the way they brought back our boy, but, you know, Pompadour had to come back somehow. I guess it's not a Pompadour, is it? It was a... The fuck is that haircut called? The dude with an eraser for his head. Motherfucker came back, but like, Silver Chariot Requiem looked really fucking cool. It was very dumb though, but it looked cool. I don't know. Generally, I don't like talking about like other animes like this because like I don't know a whole lot. I know enough to get me by, and I know a little bit more than the average person. I know very specific things about these animes because they're things that I have looked into. I more know shit like, hey, you want to talk about Dragon Ball? I know a lot about Dragon Ball. Wait, what's happening? Ooh. What? Am I missing something? Is there a person in this world that I can't see?
Yeah, Kirishima blocked you because you're streaming and he doesn't want to interrupt your stream or get you like any DMCAs.
Oh. I mean, that is sort of appreciated. Being blocked hurts my feelings, but it is appreciated. Can you just let him know I appreciate that he did that for me? But like to please remove the block
Kirishima.
afterwards because that can fuck up my rating in VRChat. Alright, thank you.
Trash just wants to let you know that you blocking him so he doesn't get any DMCA or just mess with his stream is appreciated. Just unblock him after you're done.
Yeah, that's actually really nice of him. Most people don't do that, so that was very nice. And of course I'm here to just listen to your voice while doing mail. Ah, fair. A lot of people just, like, honestly toss on my streams to fall asleep, so I kind of get it. That's why I, like, don't mind talking about just about anything, because most people don't care. It's just background noise for them. There's like, I like the rumble. And I'm like, alright, fair. How about the alien dude from part 4, though? The thoughts on that? Fucking stupid plotline. Went nowhere. But, I mean, aliens are canon. So, I mean, technically you could argue that Cars is now technically an alien because he's drifting through space for eternity, but aliens have come to Earth, so that's a thing. I wasn't a big fan of the character itself. I don't know. Like, you guys want to talk about like an anime I actually care about? Like, don't get me wrong. I'm a JoJo fan. I just fucking hate JoJo. I explained it yesterday's stream, like the random impromptu stream, but JoJo is like the game. You try and get as many people to play it as possible. And then they understand it, and then they try and get more people to play it. And as such, that's what JoJo is. You try and get a bunch of people to watch burly men fight very flamboyantly. And then it changes to twinks fighting flamboyantly. And you're like, well, I got half a chubby on this one. That's weird. And that's the whole point of it. What was the original plan for the stream? The original plan for the stream was to either join off a friend, go to a public world, or just go and chill in a world like this. And it's going to be an adventure, whether it be through words or through actual running around. So, it would be. You watched Konosuba? I have not. It is actually on my list. I think it's like 17th on my list of things to watch. So, I will eventually get around to it. But, I don't know, I've recently gotten into like a binge of watching anime. ReZero. That's at 16. So. And I'm not gonna lie, the only reason that ReZero is on the list is because Rem and Ram. I want to know what the fuck the hype is about. Thinking. I mean, we could talk about... You guys want to talk about video game stuff? You want to talk about anime stuff? Shiki?
The thing is over.
The thing is over? Welcome back, friendo. Code Geass. I have been told to watch Code Geass, and apparently it would appeal to me because of the whole... You have to constantly think.
Cookie dough.
And it has like... It has like weird like plot twists and stuff that you didn't expect. And technically nobody is in the right and nobody's in the wrong type situation. And I was like, oh, that sounds neat. But that's not really I don't know, the art style itself is not normally something that gets in the way, but for that anime I just can't. Got one I bet you don't have on it. Angels of Death.
Back at it again with the cookie dough.
Okay, then. I have not heard of Angels of Death. I don't know what that is. Oh god, there's two of them. I can see your avatar now.
Now watch my face. Damn, Daniel!
Just the shakes to it when it's doing it. What the hell?
Damn, Daniel! Back at it again with the cookie dough.
Alright. It has its ups and downs, but it's worth the ending. Okay, okay. I don't know. Code Geass to me just looks like one of those animes that it's known for being really good. It probably is really good. I just don't plan to watch it because it's one of the few anime that I just can't get over the art style.
Wait, are you actually eating cookie dough?
Yeah.
Atta boy. Live your best life. Can't remember the last time I had any form of cookie dough anything.
I arise from the darkness to ask you this question. Do you know when you frown you look like a hippopotamus? Please don't smile because you look like a bigger fool, idiot.
What the fuck? Man. I think it's based off an indie game, Angels of Death. I mean, huh.
Food, please.
No.
It's a common feeling about it. Yeah, like, to me, Code Geass looks like it was drawn by, like, some kid that was just learning how to draw anime. And I just can't get over that. I'm like, hey, I remember I used to be able to draw like that. And now I actually learned how to draw. And I'm like, oh, thank you.
Edible. Fucking Pillsbury.
Mushi, what's up?
Pillsbury actually makes some delicious ass edible cookie dough. I'm not gonna
Nice. What if I told you all cookie dough is edible? It just, you know, possibly could shorten your span of time on the planet.
You die in less than 3 minutes.
I've never had that problem. I'm convinced salmonella doesn't exist. It's just something to tell me to
Domino
not eat the. Yeah, it's just to tell me not to eat the cookie dough or the brownie batter. I mean, think about it. People eat raw eggs all the time.
Actually, yeah. The big thing about it is that it comes from mainly eating raw chicken.
Well, I've eaten raw chicken and I'm still around.
And I'm surprised you haven't had food poisoning.
Chicken. Does that even?
I've had food poisoning from eating fish and drinking milk, and that's about it. Because that's like an immediate I'ma die. Yeah, never mix seafood with dairy. There's very certain exceptions like tuna and cheese. That one you can get by for some reason. I must just woke my lazy ass up. Any cookie dough without raw egg is safe. Nah, man, salmonella is a true thing though. It's not. It can't be.
Hold on. Play the
I've literally ate raw chicken to prove a point to somebody, and then also, like, it's just to stop me from eating the brownie batter. Don't lie to me. Technically, you can drink lava. I don't think so. It's just a viscous solid. I don't think you can drink a solid.
It's literally.
It's like Jello.
Liquid solid.
No, think about it. Do you drink Jello or do you eat Jello?
I drink Jello.
Let me jump off the fucking world! It won't let me jump off.
No, I actually do. Like I pour that shit in my mouth and I swallow it whole.
Nani?
Like a fucking drink.
Okay, well for most people, they eat Jello. Lava would be considered the same type of substance. Obviously not same substance, but consistency. What not consistency? You know what I'm trying to say? It's technically a solid, but it's moving in a fluid state. Only one thing. The lava thing. Yes, I do drink Jello. I do both.
Shut up! Shut up!
What the fuck is happening? My man over here breaking? The fuck? Congrats, Gecky. You got a Pokemons.
The problem is I didn't
never
wanna
thought
play
about
it
it.
song
How does this
because I
Pokeball count?
realized what he was about to say.
So the Pokeball
Sing a
cooldown.
song called.
Go ahead.
It's Aaron Hansen from Game Grumps trying to sing "I Like Penis."
I think I know exactly what you were gonna play. I watched like everything Game Grumps except for the like Danganronpa shit. I just can't stand Danganronpa. Was that the JonTron Mario 3 episodes?
No.
Which one was that one from?
Mickey Mouse.
No, like that JonTron laugh. That was from when he was on Game Grumps. It was the Mario 3 episodes with Aaron, wasn't it?
No, listen.
Mickey Mouse.
Oh, that would make more sense. It's Mickey Mouse. I thought it was a different voice clip that you used.
First of all,
Hey, that's copyrighted. Oh god.
Dude, holy fuck! I'm the video game boy. I'm the one who wins. What you say?
Oh.
Do not.
That's
just
a
slurp up
meme
that
sound.
good
I didn't know what the
Jello
fuck you
goodness.
mean.
I
That's
mean,
a
Jello
meme
is pretty
sound.
good.
Just say is an actual song.
Yeah, it's all
I
good.
know.
Don't
but
worry
the
about it.
worst
It's all
part is
good.
Kanye West has to copyright that shit.
Oh no, he can afford good lawyers. That's
God.
Jesus, man.
Kirishima.
The worst thing.
It's a half
the thing about
solid,
it
half
is-
liquid. You can drink it. So
Hamburger.
that's called
I know.
a hyper solid, I believe.
Burger ham.
Hamburger.
So I believe that's what's referred to as a hyper solid.
Smile be like dick.
So the few minutes already have been rather chaotic. Yeah, my streams aren't normally too chaotic. I just got two beautiful meme boys with me, so it ended up happening. You dare not to pawn me, Damien. What the fuck?
They say
No,
I like
Joe.
too much. Shut up.
The hell is up with all the difficult words? I don't even know, homie. So as I was saying, the Pokemon cooldown thing, if it is glitched out for you, you have to refresh the stream. However, it gives 30 seconds between each person sending out a Pokeball. So if someone clicked it at the exact same time as you, it's going to say that there's an error, right? And then there will be a cooldown because you'll have to exit it, join back in, and then see what the timer is. If it's stuck, like, saying that it's an error, you have to refresh the page. But yeah, it refreshes every 30 seconds that someone does it. And then it goes away when there's no Pokemon on stream. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, and my
when
thing is fucking
Kirishima
up.
goes quiet, he's concocting something.
Oh no, he's setting up a queue of memes.
No, not a meme queue.
I got memes. You guys want to see my memes? Here, I got some. Well, you guys can see it, but
Moisture.
why is my Leorin board being a dick?
Spank me like you mean it.
See, I got memes. I got memes on my streams.
I can and will delete your kneecaps. Do not test me.
I got memes.
Oh my god!
I can smell you.
How about for mobile? You would have to close the stream or the app and then join back.
And I just realized.
Oh yeah, Ing. Yeah.
Hamburger.
Well, now I'm hungry. Thanks for that.
Burger. Hamburger. Hamburger.
Jesus Christ. Oh fuck, man. Animemes making dreams. Man, you guys, I should make a spot in my server for people to submit like meme ideas. Cause like, I don't know if you guys saw like my like simping for Kika meme that I made. But like, I made that in like a couple minutes. So if you guys want to like suggest meme ideas, I'll do it.
That should just be a meme. That should just be a meme, just like, what? Shut.
The fuck?
Hamburger.
Oh no, so many noises. Alright. Why is my Leorin board being a dick?
Hamburger.
I'm gonna exit it and try and restart it. Because that's how Pokemon works, and it's fucked up. Okay, that is really loud, homie.
Shut.
Alright, now it should be working.
Stop! Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, it's working. Dope.
Shut the fuck up. I will fucking laser you with alien fucking eyes and explode your fucking head.
Shut.
Man, I wish I could like... I wish I could like show my memes that I have on stream in VRChat for you guys. I have so much shit.
I arise from the...
Oh, here we go.
Tal vez si te deshiciste del repugnante corte de pelo que te hicimos a los... Tal vez te avisa llamar.
Can a low come up in Tanisha? She definitely ain't dumb enough. Oh, better yet, maybe a low can come up in your dog's ass and get rid of that. What is you talking about?
It wasn't gonna say the
Fuck just
N-word.
happened. No, I was that was weird. I like kind of like keyboard panicked because something popped up on my screen.
Tal vez si te deshiciste del repugnante corte de pelo que te hicimos a los... Tal vez te avisa llamar.
Can a low come up in Tanisha? She definitely ain't dumb enough. Oh, better yet, maybe a low can come up in your dog's ass and get rid of that. What is you talking about?
Number 15, Burger King foot
Burger
lettuce.
King foot lettuce.
The last thing you'd want in your Burger King burger is someone's foot fungus.
Someone's foot fungus, but it turns out that might be what you get.
I walk to Burger King.
You guys want my foot fungus?
Burger King.
Wait, I wasn't paying attention.
Well,
today, so I wanna
do
see what it
you?
says with the face, the thingy.
And ad break over. Don't worry, you didn't miss out on too much.
I walk back home from Burger King.
Alright,
I walk from Burger
we got yeeted. No thank you, you don't want my foot? Oh. Okay then.
But isn't that copyrighted by Toby?
Yeah, I think it is. Even just the tune of Boulevard of Broken Dreams from that other one is technically copyrighted.
You do realize that Toby Fox actually loves seeing shit like that in his freaking streams. I actually did it before, and as long as I understood it was from Toby Fox, or credit.
Y'all have a fantastic day / night. I'm off to bed and work tomorrow. Much love, everyone. No work. Yeah.
It's called accreditation.
See you later, BB. Love you, homie.
That's the
Appreciate you
best
being
part.
here.
I actually do enjoy Deltarune and Undertale in general, which is why I have a lot of shit like that.
I've never played either.
You should. It's a really good game.
I mean, I watched like someone do the pacifist route on Undertale, so I was like, that's good enough, right? 2:30 a.m. for me, so I'm gonna head to bed. Bye, Trash Mouse. Alright, just call me Trash, please. And I feel you, it's only 4:30 a.m. for me, though. I'm still awake. But yeah, you have a good night. Given weird instructions for work today. Really? What were these weird instructions, my friend?
Just...
Oh, my back is fucking killing me. I cannot get comfortable, man. Oh,
wait, hold on, wait. I'll just go. Hey, you know what I should do? I should just go up to one of my Big Mac Whopper, hamburger cheeseburger, Big Mac Whopper, hamburger cheeseburger, Big Mac Whopper.
Only 2 games worth waiting for at the moment. Pioneer and Stalker 2. I know nothing about either of those. Like, absolutely nothing about it either.
Hamburger cheeseburger, Big Mac Whopper, hamburger cheeseburger, Big Mac Whopper.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Bro, I'm selling popcorn as a food booth at an event. I was told to stay for 24 hours before going to work to see how I react under annoying, stressful situations. What the fuck? Hey, what's up, Sleepy? I got 2 fucking meme lords back here. We're talking about anime.
Hamburger cheeseburger, Big Mac Whopper. Hold on, wait. I gotta focus all my energy into this claw.
Stalker 2 is opposed to. Yeah, I know what Stalker is. I've just never played it.
Hamburger cheeseburger, Big Mac Whopper.
I just don't know much about it. That's all.
Cheeseburger, Big Mac Whopper. Oh my god.
Like, cause I know it has like a very interesting. Like, Stalker stands for a bunch of different stuff. That's why it's like spelled out with all the periods. Time to get hella energy drinks. Honestly, though, I don't know if I'd want to stay up for 24 hours before a shift. Like, what the fuck? Like, I personally could do it because I often go a couple days without sleeping just because I don't like sleep. But like, I couldn't imagine for like a regular person that actually likes sleeping.
Now listen.
Because like, I'm already at 22 hours? 22 and a half hours being awake. So like, to me, it's not a big deal. It's real fun. Scavengers, trespassers, adventurers, loners, killers, explorers, and robbers have become known as stalkers. Yeah, and I know that like stalker is becoming like a real life type thing. That people are like kind of treating it as like more of like an urban exploration in like ghost town type shit.
See, that's without the microphone in it.
Been up for more than 24 hours already, and work is in 6 hours, and I got an 11-hour shift. I wish you luck, Cheesecake. I really do. Pretty sure the guys in the back's brain cells have left. I think they're just both really afraid of COVID because their brain cells are just social distancing. Huh?
Hiroshima.
What?
Pray I don't shoot someone. I believe in you, Cheesecake. You got this.
Your timing is impeccable.
Why?
Beans, what the beans?
Yo, tell me why I went to go open the. Yo, tell me why I went to go open the door. Tell me I went to go see my brother, bro.
I think my brain cells are
door
missing.
and there's a whole ass monkey.
I like how my model just has like a 1,000-mile stare. Like if I'm not looking at the screen for some reason, I just have a 1,000-mile stare. Really love the whole series, even more so the fact that for such a small community, there's so much modding of the game going on. It's a standalone mod pack, literally called Misery Mod. If you're out to play casual games, don't ever touch Misery. I will keep that in mind. They look like they would slap each other. What are you doing, step bro? Oh god. Oh no. Alright, what do we want to do tonight?
You know, I'm gonna hold my tongue there.
Good luck and stay safe, dude. Yeah, homie, you're gonna need like the willpower to not murder people.
I shoved the whole bag of jelly beans.
Misery literally has the same kind of feeling good old games did when you were a kid. Really? Huh.
I shoved the whole bag of jelly beans.
Always been safe. I can hit the crib walk. This motherfucker hit the crib walk. Alright, they good. Never mind.
Make a long fucking story short, I shoved the whole bag of jelly beans up my ass.
Huh? Wait, did homie just did he leave the world or did he block me so I could actually talk?
Where'd the Hiroshima go?
Alright, so you left the world. Okay, gotcha. Alright.
There goes the
I have to say before difficult areas because you can be stuck for hours doing the exact same shit. Rip. There's this game that I saw on Boris's stream last night after we raided him called 𝐶𝐸a, right? And it's like Australia, right? So it's like Australia, right? And it looks really fucking interesting. I kind of really want to get it. So like I was watching his stream and I was like, yo, this is fucking neat looking. I wanna. So I tossed it on my Steam wish list because I was like, that looks fucking neat. Wah. So wait, you went from rent back to PC? Yeah, 𝐂𝐸 dropped 700 on us last night. He paid the whole fucking thing. And then he bought me a gamer fleshlight, so that was a thing.
Indeed.
Yeah, it quite literally is a gamer fleshlight. It's an RGB fleshlight.
Me and the boys at 2 a.m. looking for beans.
Jesus Christ. 𝐶𝐸a, yeah. Gamer fleshlight. Okay, so 𝐂𝐸 just casually dropped $700 on me. And I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Right? And then he ends up using my throne command. By the way, exclamation mark throne to be able to see the whole wish list and suggest weird shit for us. Some interesting things too, some cool stuff, whatever. And I was like, 𝐂𝐸, why are you using my throne command? And he was like, don't worry about it. And then he was like, I'm just gonna buy you that RGB fleshlight because we added it because someone suggested it as a, and I was like, as a joke, like, yeah, I'll accept that. 𝐂𝐸, don't you fucking do it. You better become 𝐂𝐸's bitch. 𝐂𝐸 is like my closest friend. I'm not gonna lie. Like, even though him and I just send memes back and forth, like, he's the only person I talk to on a daily basis. Even if it's just sending back and forth memes. Just waiting for something to happen yesterday. Wait, what? So after casually dropping $700, he goes into my throne, and there's this hands-free RGB mouth-shaped rotobator, and someone suggested it. I thought it was funny. I accepted it on the list. He ends up ordering it through Throne. That auto-tweets that someone bought me a gift. And I thought it was funny, you know, gamer fleshlight. So now the only things that have popped up, the only things that have popped up from my throne is a Gargura throw pillow of her in a bikini because I have a crush on Gura, and then a maid dress, and now a fleshlight, an RGB fleshlight. But I mean, my gamer setup is going to be complete once I get my RGB fleshlight, I guess. So the meme went too far. And now I've got an RGB fleshlight coming in the mail. God have mercy.
Marvelous.
I mean, honestly, it's kind of funny. And, like, I want to get back into doing, like, the porn shit again anyways, because it was easy money. So, like, I have the fucking gamer fleshlight. So, it'll be what it be. I was waiting for something to happen yesterday when Frosted raided you. Wait, what was that? Oh, God. 𝐂𝐸, what was that? What in the actual fuck? Hey, sometimes memes just go too far, man. And we're like, oh, shit. And 𝐂𝐸 being 𝐂𝐸, literally him and I only send memes back and forth, so I guess no meme is outside the realm of possibilities for this man. But I got a maid outfit too. Yeah, that's not coming till January apparently, but I'm all for it. I owe a maid dress stream anyways, and that'll be an IRL stream because I do IRL streams as well as VTuber ones. I guess and VRChat because VRChat doesn't necessarily count as VTuber, but whatever. You gotta test it too, right? I mean, hey, I'm gonna, but like, it's gonna be there. I might as well. And like, I already used to be a Chatterbait model. I want to go back to doing it. So I mean, why the fuck not? What happening? Don't question it. Sounds like a win-win. Honestly, it kind of is, but like, it was just a very interesting night last night. So the viewers could see the item. Oh, God damn it, 𝐂𝐸. I know, I always call you ugly in your IRL streams. No, you don't. Nobody ever calls me ugly. What the fuck? I literally have gotten through life by smiling, and I don't know how I feel about that. Ugly. I don't know, man. Like, I used to be, like, a very, like, average-looking kid, and then, like, I worked really hard to make myself be attractive, I suppose, and I was just blessed with, like, a good jawline, I suppose. And I didn't used to have, like, confidence at all. And now I'm, like, a very overconfident asshole, but, like, it took a lot of work to get to where I am, because I used to be, like, super self-conscious about a lot of shit. Like, I wouldn't even speak, because I didn't like my voice. Because, like, how you hear my voice right now is how deep my voice has been since I was, like, 12. So, if you ever heard me talk, I talked, like, way up here. Just because, like, I didn't like people hearing my natural voice. Because it just didn't suit my face at all. So, this is how I'd always talk. And now I'm just like, yeah, fuck it, whatever. So that's why occasionally you'll just hear me, like, I'll be talking up here. Like, for starters, it doesn't hurt my voice as much. But then also, it's just out of habit of, like, years and years and years of talking like this. So, hey, what's up, Vex? Did you get that big gamer W last night? Yeah, I kinda did. I also don't remember typing what happened just now. Nani? And beyond ugly, like, holy shit. Nani? Hacked? Nani? Yo, what's up, Vex? How you been? We just kind of vibing in the VRC right now. Shooting this shit. I like that we've been chilling here for like an hour and a half, too.
Burger King foot lettuce.
He's
the
Canadian,
last thing you'd
eh?
want in your Burger King burger is someone's foot fungus.
Did you know that he actually makes really good music? Chills makes really good music. Like, I actually really like his music. Ooh. Model. Fit the angle I want you to. I'm trying to make it look like my model's kind of looking at chat. But, like, you're, like, right in the zone where, like, you're behind me instead of, like, in, like, the good blank space that's there. There you go.
But why?
Just chilling. Oh, Vex 38% cute. Rip. Well, Vex, you ugly. Vex want to trade. Oh, no.
I'm gonna switch out of this dummy.
But yeah, so that's why the goal went back from rent to new PC because, well, we don't need to worry about the rent now because 𝐂𝐸 just fucking said, here you go, don't worry about nothing. Then he comes in today threatening to break me, and I was like, no, you can't be doing this. You already fucking like wasted a shit ton of money yesterday. And then he's just like, I'll just drop a chica. So he just dropped chica on me instead, and I was like, all right, thank fucking Christ. Because knowing, damn, over 90%? Over 90%? Why is my fucking Leorin board being a bitch? There's a sound effect that's supposed to go with that. Give me a sec. Alright. If it wants to load. Geki is low-key a drug lord.
That's the cutest fucking thing I've ever seen
there
in my
we go.
entire life.
That's an over 90%. Huh. So it isn't supposed to have the ending. So clearly Leorin board is fucked up right now, which really sucks, and I'm sorry about that. I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe it needs to be updated or some shit. I don't know. But yeah, there isn't supposed to be like the arrow shot and the sound. It's supposed to cut out before then. But clearly the button is broken right now, so that's stupid. Exit out of that. Go over here. And then exit Leorin board. Open up Leorin board. Click Leorin board again. Alright, close that. Connect there. Bitch, I said connect. There we go. Now, hopefully it actually works. Alright. Well, Swiss is dead. Yeah, you're not supposed to die from it. I'm sorry. Hey, yo. Nanachi avatars. Nanachi avatars are heckin' cute. Oh, you like Nanachis, eh? You like Nanachis, eh? I going like old school with some shit. What's Gucci? I'm a Spartan Nanachi. Yeet. This is its default. I go here because this just kind of suits me better. I am a Nanachi. Fuck y'all. We are now furries. I am just Spartan furry. This one actually has emotes. Hey, I got my gun out. Wanna get shot? Shoot you right in the dick. No, sir, please, not my wee wee. Alright.
My eye is so itchy.
Nani? Huh? Itchy eyeball, motherfucker. Alright. Trash Rat, you trying to see some cursed avatars that are common? No. I have got well over 1,000 hours in this game. I don't need cursed avatars. I've seen a lot of them. I'm good. I've seen my fair share and I don't need more. It was gone for 1 minute. What happened? I went back to one of my old avatars that I used to use that my buddy made me. Because he has literally made like hundreds of Nanachi avatars. You're new to VRChat? Oh, you poor innocent soul. You don't want to be a part of this, but you kind of do at the same time.
Indeed.
Was that just a butt plug? Boy. Wow, there was 2. This is why nobody hangs around the Nanachis anymore. I remember the Nanachis used to be wholesome. Such a long time ago.
Not anymore.
Nope, definitely not. What's Nanachi? So Nanachi is the name of a character from an anime called... Oh god, I'm blanking.
Made in Abyss.
Made in Abyss, yes. And it's a very sad, depressing anime, and the character is a very sad, depressing character, and everyone was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sexualize this and give it titties. And that's pretty much what VRChat did.
Like
it's a very cute model.
Always does.
Just remember, if it exists...
Basically, there's this high school girl, except she's got huge boobs. I mean, some serious hunkers. A real setup of donkers. Packing some Doban hunkeros. Massive da hunka bankaloo's. Big old Tanahangera cougars. What happens next? Transfer student shows up one day with even bigger Bankhanaga hoops. Humongous hungalonga no no logangas.
Okay. Well, that was a thing. I lost my brain for a minute there. All right, so just remember, Rule 34, if it exists, there's porn of it. But further yet, Rule 46, if it exists, there's furry porn of it. People fail to know the rules of the internet, and that bothers me. Because most people don't even know all the rules of the internet. Just remember, the pool is always closed. Man, most people don't even know what the rules of the internet are from. I'm gonna move over here because I keep walking off the edge of this and then losing my camera, so I'm over here now. Trash, have you seen the bedroom avatar? You are gonna need to be so much more specific than that, because I have literally seen dozens of avatars that are quite literally a bedroom, or a character that's able to spawn a bedroom, or a room that is not safe for streaming, you know. I think there's a rule for gender bent stuff. Yes, there is. I believe that is rule number
63.
Yeah. Yeah, it is, because 64 is the pool is always closed, right? I think so. Something like that. I don't know, it's a high number one. But I don't get why my stream deck keeps disconnecting. This is a pain in the ass. Furry down. Like an actual bedroom. Yeah, there's dozens of those. You're gonna need to be very specific. So what does Rule 64 mean though? Okay, so the last rule of the internet is the pool is always closed. It refers to a Habbo hotel thing. And many of you might not even know what Habbo Hotel is. It's essentially like how VRChat is, how you can just go and meet and talk to random people. But you were able to make little hotel rooms and get accessories for your character and stuff like that. And you spend, like, you know, your Habbo Hotel with money that you're able to get with real life money. It was an online servers thing. And if someone was standing somewhere, you couldn't walk through them, like in Club Penguin. You could only walk into them. So people would go into the pool, and then people would trap them in the pool. And then there was a joke saying that, it's a terrible fucking joke, but you know, it was literally like mid to late 2000s, possibly early 2010s. And you were able to customize your avatar however you wanted. And eventually it would just be a bunch of people from 4chan would get a bunch of very, they would get a bunch of African-American avatars, go into the pool, and they would have a bunch of people dressed up as security guards standing completely around the pool so no one else could go in. And they said the pool was closed because of AIDS. Again, this is the mid to late 2000s, possibly early 2010s, where jokes like that were very commonplace and would be offensive by today's standards. But back then, we're just kind of ha-ha funny, you know. So the pool is closed. They would constantly say the pool is closed. And then eventually it just became there was no one in the pool. There was just a bunch of security guards. Like you couldn't go to any Habbo server and go up to the roof where the pool was. And there was always security guards around it. Like you couldn't get into the pools. And the pools were like one of the main hangout spots for a very long time in the game. So it was interesting. It was a very different time in the internet. My laptop isn't turning on. RIP. It's a messy bedroom like an actual bedroom. Does Rule 64 mean though? Hold on, accept my invite. I feel sorry I asked. Hey, yo, I remember Habbo Hotel. I used to play the shit out of Habbo. Actually, Habbo Hotel is how I learned how to do HTML. Can you not do copyrighted music? Thank you. So that was how I learned HTML coding. So many people had like MySpace and stuff like that, but I was learning how to pretty much take the entirety of the Habbo Hotel website and servers, because it was all pretty much on the site. Each one was like its own like domain type shit. They ran it really weird back then. It was a very weird way to run. But like you would take that and you could throw the website into say something like Pixo, of which was a website making website back in the day, where you can make your own like custom websites and shit. And you know, like the whole fun of it was, you know, I made my own Naruto website. I actually had a website that was doing surprisingly well for a kid. It was a Naruto website, and it was just like my ships, and then like bios on every character, and like, and again, this is before Shippuden was even a thing. So and it was like speculative stuff about like Itachi and whatnot, because no one knew anything about him. Everyone just kind of simped for him. So I made a Pixel website that was a Habbo Hotel, and that was how I learned how to like mod the game pretty much. Everyone else is out there like putting music on their MySpace and shit, or like playing like fucking weird Facebook games like the original Farmville. That was weird. And I'm out here just learning how to code a fucking website, and I was like 11. So, hey yo, I love that song. It's a good song, but my desktop audio, which is what the game runs through, it'll go through on the VOD. My music that you guys hear doesn't go through because it's on a different audio channel. But if I were to mute the VOD, like the desktop audio, you guys wouldn't hear any of the people I respond to on streams for my VOD archive. So, whereas my music that I play is on a different channel that doesn't go into the VOD because I have all my audio separated that way. Wait, do I have permission to join? Join what? What are you joining? If you are on my friends list, then yes, you are able to join me. It's Friends Plus. You dumb. I remember when Farmville just came out and it was so popular. I remember there being like weird games where there was like a mafia type thing on Facebook, and you would like recruit your friends to join you, and then like you would help out by like gaining points and taking over more space. And then I don't know if you guys had it, but here in Canada we had like a roll up the rim type thing because that's a Tim Hortons thing. And it was just like fake point shit. Remember when Farmville just came out? Yeah, like there was so much fun shit back in the day. But like by today's standards, it's like, God, this sucks. But like we're just so used to how the internet has changed, you know? Like I remember when Tumblr was fun. I have been murderized. You know, my new laptop keeps blue screening. You should probably get that fixed then. Chances are it's the CPU is overheating, meaning that because it's a laptop and probably needs to be cleaned out. It's one of the most common problems with laptops. I am lurking. Okay, friendo. I do. Yeah, like it could be just doing that would fix it. Only just turn it on. Well, I don't really do like the whole PC helping people thing anymore. It used to be like, hey, you're having issues with your computer? Let me know. I'll see what I can figure out for you. I've never liked working on laptops. I can disassemble a laptop and use it for parts for my actual computer. I have 2 laptop hard drives in my computer, and I have a laptop monitor screen I want to inlay into a desk one day. So I have like a touch screen type fucking screen on my desk. Or just a normal one that's just kind of chilling there that I can look down at. But I don't know. Oh, I see. Yeah. I'm a tech romancer. I bring computers back from the dead. I just don't like doing it. Like the computer I'm using right now has been on fire twice. So, no fault of my own. It was just cheap Chinese parts in the first part. And then the second one, I got a power supply to replace the one that caught fire from a friend of mine. And they assumed that the power supply still worked because someone had poured... My buddy's ex-girlfriend had come over, and then they got into an argument. And then she poured, like, it was like a form of salad dressing into his computer. I think it was like Caesar dressing or something. She poured it inside of his computer, and his computer was like $5,000. So he was not very happy. So he ended up giving me the power supply from it because obviously it didn't work anymore, but he was sure the power supply probably did. No, there was just still some sauce in there, I guess, and it caught fire. So this laptop doesn't seem to have anything wrong with it. I mean, you could run like a diagnostics check on it or something, or if you know anyone in real life that's good with computers, I would talk to them. Damn, did it smell good? It did not. It smelled like my hopes and dreams were going away because, you know, that was, this is my job, man. Like, streaming is my job. So having my computer catch fire in front of me, not a good thing. And that is actually why a bunch of my friends came together and sent me a bunch of their old parts. And they were like, I don't know if the... Okay. A bunch of them were like, I don't know if these parts work or not, but like here, and they just sent them all to me. So it was very, Very helpful. I managed to get this computer working. And then another friend of mine, he ended up sending me one of his, like, his gaming laptop that he never uses. So, which I don't really use, so I lent it to a friend of mine so she could use it for gaming. And then she picked up 2 full-time jobs and hasn't touched it, so I'm gonna be getting that back from her soon. Fidget spinner. I see that. Furry down. Yeah, the furry went down, man. It happens. It be what it be. I really gotta put, like, what's it called? Facial expressions and whatnot on this model. It's a little, whack. Oof. My man just sees it on the ground back there. What the fuck? What is your opinion on furries? I quite literally have mouse ears. Actually, here. I'll give you a better example. Type in, and I only want Dark Ninja to type this in, alright? Type in exclamation mark links, like LINKS, alright? I want you to type that in chat, alright? We're gonna go by a step-by-step process on this one. Actually, I don't even know if it's still on there. Hold up, let me check before I say that. Alright, yeah. So now, you click on that, alright? And you go and you check the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th from the bottom there, alright? And that will give you my opinion on furries. That's a big goldfish. Because, like, perspective-wise, it doesn't look big, but then... That's a big goldfish. Furries are the best community. I wouldn't say the best, but they're definitely a accepting community. There's a lot of issues with them as well, but they're very accepting for the most part. Like, my first convention I ever went to was a furry con. So, and that was probably one of my favorite cons I ever went to. And I didn't even cosplay as a furry. I just cosplayed in normal cosplay, and they all, like, I got the most praise at that one. It was my first ever time cosplaying, so it was super nice. Do I want to be incognito for this? It's just for affinity, homie. 5th from the bottom. It's only people that over time it became sexualized. No, people have been sexualizing anthropomorphic animals for literally thousands of years. Like, I can guarantee you that, well, great example. Just look at Christianity and Catholicism. They were seduced by the devil. Okay, so which version of the devil are you trying to say this is? Because, I mean, in the Tanakh, the snake isn't the devil. Baphomet isn't the devil. Lucifer isn't the devil. Lucifer isn't even in the Tanakh. And so many people are just like, man, I'm gonna fuck this goat boy. And it's like, oh man. Think Egypt. Yeah, there's another example right there. You've got literally so many anthropomorphized, like, animals. That's true though. Yeah, Sexy Ra and Anubis. Those are like the only fucking Egyptian gods people know. Those are the only ones people seem to know. People are just like, I don't know anything about Egypt, and it's like, man, school fails you. That's 5th grade. Because 3rd grade you learn about the pioneers, and 4th grade you learn about medieval times, and 5th grade you learn about Egypt. You're like, okay, what's next? And it's like, nothing. You have to learn about sex now. No, or at least in Canada, that's how it goes. Okay, sorry. 𝐸𝐭𝐻 scares me. Yeah, I mean, fair. A lot of like the Egyptian gods are actually really fucking creepy. Like when you think about it. But like most people are like, Anubis, the god of death, and it's like, no, he is not the god of death. He's the god of mummification. Very big difference. He is to help you pass on to the other world. He is not the one that kills you. Trash, do you got a tattoo on your butt? I do not have a single tattoo upon my entire body, although I wish I did. I just had a fucking furry fall through me. Alright, I'm in a VRC. I have a tramp stamp, but it's not on my butt. It's just under my pant line. And obviously, I can't show you because I can't look behind me, but you know. The tramp stamp says good boy. Because I am good boy. Alright, played Age of Mythology, I know everything, he said sarcastically. Honestly, video games are a great way to learn though. Like, there's so much that you can learn from video games. And people always like discredit video games, like, oh, you learn that in a video game, that means you don't know what you're talking about. It's like, bitch, I learned more about fucking like how to like properly take care of like an economic structure, or like balancing economics with religion, with science, and trying to keep people like happy by playing Civ. Fuck off. Like, I know it's a very difficult task to try and micromanage all that. Like, fuck off. Sure, though, Age of Myth is OP. Yeah, Vex, is that the game that you and your friends had me play? Goodest boy, I am good boy. Hey, yo, is that potato? That is cheesecake. I'm sorry, I have a thing for goldfish. This is fair. I see the goldfish behind me. Yes, good time. It was interesting. I did good for my first time playing. I think I survived longer than everyone else with your one friend that was like very good at that game and was just fucking us up. I survived the longest, I think.
BP time.
Yeah, this is weird. I have no idea why my Leorin board keeps disconnecting, but I think I have it connected now. Yeah, if I'm tabbed into it, it's fine. That's weird. I mean, not that I need to move my mouse or anything in VRChat at the moment anyways. You heading to bed, Gecky? Alright, man. I love you, bro. Thanks so much for everything yesterday again, man. And also for the 16 months today, man. Happy 16 months together. Or of me being an affiliate and us being together. I mean, it's been longer than that, but you know. I love you, man. You have a good sleep. And I will probably send you more memes after I'm done streaming, like an hour. I'll just send him a bunch of TikToks. That's all we ever do. But he's still one of my closest friends because of it. Okay. Trash, do me a favor and stand in the corner of my avatar. Why? I'm standing in an aesthetically pleasing spot on stream, man. You can't be doing this to me. Why don't you just move your avatar closer? Wouldn't that make more sense? I'm mildly concerned with how often this furry keeps dying.
Death is inevitable.
Too bad it was hidden behind the mouse. It's for a meme. Okay then. What to talk about now? What to talk about now? I don't know, we've just been... I didn't even go on an adventure yet. We've just been discussing random shit. What the fuck? Oh, it's a room one. Yeah, that doesn't ruin my background at all. Stand in your avatar. Alright.
What is this? Is this like a literal 3D scan of someone's room?
It appears to be. I'm very don't know what time of year it is. That is a whole face load of furry ass. Thank you for that one. Alright, I'm just slowly panning and just booty cheeks. That's alarming right there. There's just a random cave. Quit moving, I'm trying to look around. Piece of shit. Alright, so, it's both Christmas and Halloween in this room. There's the fucking Elmo up there. Oh, did you find the ledge? Their cable management is atrocious. They've only got one wire going over. You need to make a giant mess. Come on. What is this? Fire hazards are us. By God. Just a random fan sitting on top of a goddamn goldfish box. The fuck? Dirty ass garbage. My God. What is this?
That is a cave.
I don't want to know why there's toilet paper on the bed. I'm out. I'm out. Fuck that. I'm out. No siree. Not for me. The more you look, the more cursed it is. Oh God. I mean, it was pretty fucked up. I'm not gonna lie. I like that every time that you do that, you end up falling perfectly behind my avatar and you can't see you. Like, you fall perfectly behind my head. Well, now you just went off screen. I like how everyone just keeps going right behind my head so I can't see them. Okay, then. Alright. Neat. Can't see nothing. I don't got a mirror on. Well, I mean, you should just base it off the direction I'm facing how mirrors work. Wouldn't that make more sense? You know, 30-degree angle and all that. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. That's the thing. That's definitely a thing. Bro, I'm American. That you should know how ricochet works. Fucking furries. Am I supposed to be smart? You're supposed to understand how to shoot something at any angle. I'm a little concerned about what's going on. Alright, well, I mean, I could go on, like, a random adventure. Or do I want to just keep chatting? It's been already 2 hours just shooting the shit with you guys. Mind you, we did do the throne review, so that was a thing. Shoot them in the back of the head and run away. It's not quite how that works. I know how hunting works. We do it here in Canada, too. That's why I use tin cans. Or aluminum cans, not tin cans. What's your opinion on sports? Used to play them, don't now. I have heart problems, and I don't care to watch them. I don't watch any, because sports are fucking dumb. I don't like watching. I'd rather play. If I'm not playing, why do I care? I have no interest in sports whatsoever. And I mean, think about it this way. You have a 50-50 guess on which sport it's going to be I like. I'm Canadian. So, I mean, if I were to watch something, just take a guess.
I already guessed.
I'll give you a hint. It's not basketball.
Hockey.
Incorrect. It's lacrosse. Our second national sport.
That's an interesting one.
It's our national sport. Nah, I don't watch sports. I don't care for them at all. So, games to watch. Why are you Canadians so aggressive in hockey out of all places? What do you mean? It's literally ice football. But instead of passing around a ball, you're passing around a puck and you have a stick. I mean, Yeah, remember, if we're children on our best behavior in other countries, and we're in another country for a hockey game, where do you think we're going to let out all that aggression we're hiding? Just think about it. Y'all have fistfights too? Yeah, I mean, Canada is one of the most aggressive countries on the, like, planet, man. Like, it's incredibly racist. It's fucking, like, prejudiced in all fucking regards, right? So much shit is wrong here, and people are like, Canada's awesome, they're so nice, they're super polite, they put all their anger into geese. And I'm like, you have never been to Canada. 0 guns? Incorrect. It's just hard to get one, unless you live out in the country, in which case guns are incredibly easy to get if you do hunting. And a hunting license is incredibly easy to get here. Though most of us prefer not to use guns. We would rather do archery. Aren't all countries like that, though? I don't think so. I mean, there's a lot of countries where it's, like, expected that they're going to be xenophobic, right? Because it's just how their culture is, right? Like, say you were to go to Japan. If you don't follow Japanese culture, it's disrespectful, right? And so many people, when they go to other countries, like North Americans or Europeans, if we go to an Asian country, we kind of expect them all to speak English because most of them do. But we also expect the world to work our way, and it doesn't, right? And a lot of people from the West don't seem to understand that, hey, when in Rome, act like the Romans. You know, there's a reason that exists. You know, like that's a saying for a reason. You know, like if you are somewhere, you should be like that. You have to learn how to be there, right? Which is one thing that I actually kind of really hate about Canada in a way. Like, don't get me wrong, we're a country entirely founded on immigrants, right? I would not be here if not for that immigration, right? Like, yes, I am part native, which is why I feel like I'm allowed to see this. But if you are going to come to Canada, please learn Canadian culture and don't expect us to treat you like how you were in your country. All right, you are now a Canadian citizen. Act like it. We shouldn't need to change all of our rules to suit you. You came here to get to a better life. So why are you bringing your shitty old one here? That just doesn't make sense to me. You know? But, you know, we're an all-inclusive country founded on immigration, and I'm like, I don't think I'd be allowed to say anything about this if I wasn't part native. But as part native, I'm allowed to be like, hey, fuck white people, fuck everyone else that came to my country, fuck off.
Trash.
Yo.
You want to play prop hunt?
Nope. Lacrosse sport I know because I don't know how to pronounce it as a kid, and neither did any adult ask. Lacrosse is pretty much standing hockey. Like, you throw overhand as opposed to swinging underhand, and you run instead of you're on ice, and it's with a ball instead of a puck. But yeah, it's pretty much the same sport, honestly. Aren't all countries like that? All countries have racist and prejudiced people and communities. Well, yes, like, again, like, if you're looking at things from a certain standpoint, right? Like, oftentimes it's a cultural thing, sometimes it's a religious thing. Like, as I said, cultural for, like, say, Japan. If you were to go to Japan and you were to act like an American and expect everyone to do things an American way, you're a fucking idiot. They have all right to dislike you because you are going through a culture shock and not understanding it. And are usually, I'm not saying every person here, right? But in general, North Americans and Europeans are like this. They expect Western views in an Eastern country. It's a world apart for a reason, right? And if you were to say, go to the Middle East, well, it's not okay to be gay there, right? Because that's against their religion, and religion is a very large part of their politics, right? So it's, again, another form of culture shock. They're going to be prejudiced towards people that are, you know, in the LGBT community because that, to them, is incorrect. That's just what they were raised to learn. That's what they've been doing for thousands of years, right? Like, they're going to be, you know, prejudiced towards those people. They're also going to dislike you for religious beliefs if you are not Islamic, because in Islam, like, the Quran is the final perfect word of God, because the Quran was, you know, the Tanakh altered, right? Whereas Catholicism came from the Tanakh, you know, the Torah, for not Hebrew speaking people. And they converted a whole lot of it. And then you get to Christianity, of which, you know, they started taking a lot of pagan influence in order to convert the pagans to be Christians. Like, that's how you have, like, the Christmas tree and whatnot. And you've got Halloween and everything, right? Which country are we speaking on? For the most part, what I was just saying for the whole culture thing there, the Middle East in general, right? Not every country, I would assume, but for the most part, right? Like, there's plenty of countries, like, oh, fuck, what's the name of it? It was very recent that it happened. Chechnya, I think it was. I believe it was Chechnya, where there were 3 women that were imprisoned for witchcraft. All right. Of which sounds weird in modern times, but think about it. How many people do you know claim to be Wiccan or anything like that? Or like they're like, oh, I follow the Norse gods, right? Those are forms of witchcraft, technically, right? And in those countries, like in Chechnya, it's illegal to practice witchcraft. So if you willingly are doing that, and you are choosing to practice witchcraft, like, yes, like people here in the West, we have the freedom to do so, right? But over there, it's a bad thing, right? You look at a lot of African countries, you don't fuck with the black magic. That's fucked up. You don't do that. Like, right? Like, you do not do magic there, right? There are very few places that allow it, right? So it's, again, like a very cultural thing, right? And, well, here's a way of showing how racist Canada is, and I assume the States is probably the exact same. I was raised my entire life believing all of Africa were third world countries. No cities. Every single person there is starving to death and has flies on them because that's what we are fed through the media. That is what we are taught in school, right? There's even a saying here where it's like, there's starving children in Africa that can have that food, finish your dinner, you know? Like, I wasn't until I was 12 years old that I learned that Africa, number one, wasn't a country, it was a continent, because we treat it like any other country as a whole, though. And the only way I learned it is because my teacher was from South Africa. And I just thought it was just the southern part of Africa. No, that's a fucking country there. And he, you know, just started disproving a lot of how things were, and he was showing us pictures of, like, cities that are there and everything, and it's not just a bunch of fucking people in mud huts. It's straight up, like, the exact same as, like, in Canada and in the United States. But we are taught in school that that is how it is. And I would never have learned differently if it wasn't for having a teacher from there. Not until I would have been probably in my late teens or even an adult, right? Because even when you go on, like, those trip things, because, like, there are students that are sent off to, you know, help out in African countries and stuff. It's like a weird, like, I forget the name of it. It's a type of, like, exchange program, but it's more of like a community help thing that you're able to sign up for. And you're there for like a semester and whatnot. And you only go and you fly all the way to pretty much a port, not like an actual city. And then you go to one of, like, these small little villages and you help out with shit there, and you live like that for almost an entire semester. And it's like, we're not even shown cities when we're there. I know, because I had a buddy that went, and then even he was like, what the fuck? He was like, there's cities there? I was literally there. There's no cities there. And then, like, we literally had to show him, like, African cities and shit like that. Like, it's wild, right? So that's just, like, a way of showing how prejudiced, like, North American countries are. Not even just North American, European as well. Like, just Western countries in general were so incredibly uneducated on things. And, like, so many people are like, oh, Canada's super nice. We're not nice, all right? Canada is not nice at all. Like, it is one of the absolute most disrespectful countries to other countries. Like, I've said it before plenty of times, but I'll say it again. I'm part native. I walk down the street. I look native enough that natives don't, or that white people don't like me sometimes, just by looks. I'm white enough that natives don't like me, just by looks. I'm in that middle ground of, like, hey, a cop probably won't just pull me over, but if I'm walking down the street and I look a little sketchy, he's going to try and talk to me and see if there's something he can pin me for. All right. So, it's not a very great situation. And like there's so many people here have so many like racial tensions against each other because like it sounds terrible to put it this way, but cities are literally set into districts. Okay? They aren't, but you know that they are. Because you're in one end of town. The only people that you see there are people that speak Arabic. Right? I wouldn't say they're all Islamic, right? But people from Middle Eastern countries and Northern Africa, right? And then there's other areas where you're only going to see Asians. There's other areas where you're only going to see rich white people. And there's going to be areas where you're only going to see incredibly poor white people. Not middle class, you'll only see incredibly poor. And then black families. Even if the black family is rich, you'll only see them in those areas because like housing, like they will not rent out or sell housing to certain groups in certain areas. They keep us all divided. And, you know, like I've seen that in plenty of major cities. So it's just fucked up. Canada isn't as good as everyone seems to think it is. It's actually like incredibly prejudiced. And like you can get discriminated against at like workplaces just because of how you look or just because of your ethnicity. And it's like, no, we're all about being correct and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, no, you're not. Don't fucking lie. Like everyone can see the writing on the wall. Like it's plain as day. So that's why I'll poke jokes at about like, oh, Canadians being nice type thing. But generally when someone says, oh yeah, all Canadians are nice, I'm like, nah, you're dumb. No. Like, I joke about it as well, obviously, like what I did with Fricks. But people that genuinely believe that all Canadians are nice, I'm like, okay, number one, you're speaking to one right now. Do I seem like a nice person? Fuck off. Number two, you know, like, family on my mother's side lives there. Yeah, like, obviously there's, like, good people, right? But there's good people everywhere in the world, right? Like, I feel like if you were to just, like, open your heart to people and, like, actually, like, give people a chance and want to get to know them and talk to them, you'll find there's a lot more nice people out there than it seems. But as a general whole, all people suck. Canada isn't some safe haven. Like, it's fucked, man. I lived in a well-known area in Chicago on the south side near O Block. Google it, very interesting. I was one of the few white kids there. Interesting. But, like, yeah, like, I was raised... Well, for example, I was raised incredibly poor. My family is identified as a white family because we don't have our native status because my grandfather got rid of his native status in order to make more money off of taxes with his business that he owned, right? Because, I mean, yeah, business standpoint, that makes sense. But because of that, and he did that before my dad was born, my dad never got status. And then I never got status because my dad didn't have status. Genetically, we're part native. According to the government, we're not. And I can even get into that more so. But we're an incredibly poor white family by identification. And guess where we lived? In a primarily black and Middle Eastern neighborhood where everyone was considered ghetto, right? And everyone acted because that was just what was to be expected because what you see in media is how you're supposed to act. So it's why like sometimes you'll hear me start talking like, you know, like in a almost like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air kind of sounding type of way, you know, like fucking rapper type shit because that was what I was raised around. And that's why sometimes it'll just come out. I'm like, hey, yo, what the fuck you saying, man? What the fuck? And it's just like, it's just whack. Okay, man, I gotta go. Have a nice stream. All right, take it easy, Ninja. I appreciate you being here and being so active in chat. It means a whole lot. Yeah, I don't really like getting on tangents like this, but like, I don't know. I like to kind of dispel what people think of how Canada is because it's not all peaches and cream like people seem to think. Like, you want to see beautiful places. You want to go to like, for the most part, you want to go to small cities, not rural towns, not large cities. You want to go to small cities in just about any country and you'll see good people, right? There will obviously be bad people, but I feel like small cities have like that just enough, close enough connection to each other that it seems almost like a rural town, but they're also far enough apart from each other because of like, you know, living in city as opposed to being in like a little town, that there's still that like, hey, I don't know you kind of thing. It's not like I know everybody type thing. So you live in a small town with like a couple hundred people, you probably know just about the whole town.
Hey, trash.
Yo, what's up?
I'm gonna head out.
Alright, homie, I appreciate you hanging out. I will see you when I see you next. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the memes. But yeah, like that's generally how it goes. Like, so many people think that like Canada is just like this peaceful, loving country, and it's like, I mean, hockey should be enough to show you it's not, but like, just look at our politics. For example, again, it was from a different time where things were taken as jokes, right? Does it make it okay? No. By today's standards, definitely not. Would it be offensive by today's standards? Yes, it is incredibly offensive. But at the time, people saw it as just a joke. It's just a thing that happened, right? Doesn't make it right, but it's just, you know, retrospective. People weren't as offended by things back then. They just were like, oh, haha, it's a joke. But Justin Trudeau literally did blackface at a party for like Halloween or some shit. And that's our prime minister. So, I mean, if that says anything about Canada, that's just, I don't know, man. Shit wild, and it's not as happy as everyone seems to think it is. I don't know, we should find a better topic of things to discuss. I was planning on like heading on out and running around and talking to people, but now I'm just like, yo, let's just shoot the shit. Why not? Alright, my Pokemon thing is broken. Turn this way. Set that up, do that, click over here. That's not supposed to be broken like that. Okay. I don't think you guys are able to see what happened, but I can. So I have fixed it, I believe. What to discuss now? What to do? I mean, we could go back to talking about anime, or we could be talking about weird shit, or I mean, it is 5:30. We could even just call it early. I know I started like 15 minutes late tonight, but like, up to you guys what we could do. If you're alright with just hanging out, I'm completely alright with just shooting the shit. That's pretty much all we've been doing all night anyways. Or I could try and find someone that wants to hang out. Like, this is entirely up to you, my friends. Because I don't even know who's on right now. I'm just gonna take a look, because if there's someone I feel like bothering, I might do that. Searching. Nah, no one I feel like bothering right now. What to do? Oh, I've been debating. Like, I know I keep swapping how I do my streaming, but I've kind of been debating like streaming like on off days as well, just like how I did yesterday, just randomly if I feel like it. Because I feel like that worked out fairly well. Like, people seem to enjoy that stream, so we just kind of shot the shit and hung out. So maybe I'll do that. If I'm feeling like streaming, I might stream, just cause I just need to get back to like recording stuff. Because like I have not been recording at all, and I really need to record. Like, I miss making videos, and I have so many ideas for TikToks that I want to do. So also, I gotta find somebody that has full body VR that's willing to help me with some shit in VRChat. Because I want to do some more like green screen world shit, but I want to use this model. So I gotta figure out how to put expressions on it and all that. And then that should work. I think. Probably. Like, I want to toss some expressions on it, and then I want to make it so my friends are able to clone it. And then once it's able to be cloned, then they'll be able to like do some minor acting shit for me, and I'll just record it in a green screen world so I can toss it into things. Like what I had with like my old overlays and stuff. Ask Murder Crumpet. He also has a very nice voice. I have not talked to that person in a very long time. I also don't think Murder Crumpet likes me. So, just because, you know, I was technically a lolly avatar when I joined, and then I changed, and then they tried jokingly flirting with me for content, and I'm not someone to be used for content. So, them and Rafflegator. Like, I don't really talk to other VRChat streamers for the most part. Just because, I don't know. There's way too much drama when you hang out with VRChat streamers, so I don't really talk with many of them. Like, there's a few that I know, but those are people that I talk with outside of stream as well. But no, for the most part, I don't hang around any VRChat streamers. Which is kind of funny that I'm a VRChat streamer again. I feel like I'd be able to get by pretty well with avoiding all that drama. And the people that are going to try and cause drama generally are like, yeah, maybe not with trash. Because every time that someone has tried to cause drama with me, like, I am truly an asshole. Like, I don't give a fuck what people think. So I upset people. And I will purposely hurt their feelings if they're being a dick. So, for the most part, people have tried to avoid bringing drama to me. But, like, I get roped in with other people's shit. And then you have to pick a side. And I just tell everyone to fuck off. And then no one talks to me anyways. And I'm like, well, that worked out beautifully for me. Nice. Well, shit. And then I'm like, whatever. But I've never, nah, like, if I were to, like, bug someone, it'd probably be, like, might be my buddy, like, Frostbite, or my buddy, The One. I might bug one of them. I haven't talked to Frostbite in a very hot minute, though. Mind you, him and I used to play Halo together a lot, so maybe I can get him to play Halo Infinite with me. What else is there to do? Oh, I've also been debating streaming that new Pokemon game, because everyone else is doing it. Like, would you guys want to watch that? Like, I'd probably be playing Pearl. Because, like, I really enjoyed the Animal Crossing stream, even with it lagging a little bit, and it not being able to be a VTuber. I had to be a Pinktuber, but, like, I don't know. I might play Pokemon. Do you guys want to watch Pokemon too? Because I don't mind, like, swapping one of the VRChat streams. Because, like, my Wednesday streams are literally just watching funny videos. So, like, we could, you know, do that at, like, the end of a stream or some shit. Or just do it as, like, something random that we do. And then we could do, like, Animal Crossing on Monday and then, like, Pokemon on Wednesday. Or, sorry, Tuesday and Thursday. For me, it's Monday and Wednesday. For you guys, it's Tuesday and Thursday in the morning. For me, it's whatever you want to stream. Just hanging here to listen to you. Yeah. I mean, again, like, my streams are pretty much just, like, sleep aid for people. Like, I miss streaming every day. But at the same time, I know it's, like, the worst way to try and grow. So if I were to try and do that, I need to be making more content than I already am. And I'm not really making anything at the moment, and it sucks. But the things I want to do, I'm not even doing. Because, like, my brain is like, heh, fuck you, don't do the thing you want to do. And I'm like, alright. But I started making, like, a bunch of animated wallpapers. So if you guys are into that at all, I mean, they're free. Like, they're free or pay what you want, and then you can use them for, like, backgrounds for, like, streams or videos. And then each one comes with, like, a static background as well. I really like the strawberry one that I made recently. But I got a bunch of shit I want to make. And then I want to make, like, a bunch of, like, panel packs that go with them. And after I've done all that and I've got it all, I'll probably end up, like, putting it all together, honestly. Instead of it just being all separate, I'll probably make it, like, a full pack. But, I don't know, I like making shit for free. And then I feel like I should make a bunch of static stuff and make that free, and then animated stuff I should charge like $5. Because, like, I still gotta make money somehow, and I'm like, it's another source of income, right? And, like, people don't need the animated one. So I might do it like future stuff, it's the animated. I don't know, like, my brain just feels so, like, confused about what I want to do for that kind of thing. Because, like, I like being known as the dude that does stuff for free. Like, I like helping people doing stream shit for free because I do everything for free. I learned how to do it myself. I want to teach people how to do it themselves. I don't want people spending money if they don't have to. But then I also still want to make money, so it's like, what the fuck do I do, man? Like, should I charge for my shit, or should I just only do free stuff? Because I'm kind of a hypocrite if I'm selling things. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, I'm just kind of rambling at this point. I don't even know what we're doing now. But like, I don't know. I've literally got 2 lines to record for a song, and I haven't done it. And that song's been like waiting to be published for like 2 months. Like, it's literally needs 2 fixes, and then it can be just finished being mixed and sent out. And I haven't done that. That's how my brain has been recently. It's just been like, nah, don't do the things you want to do. And I'm like, well, fuck me, man. I really want to get back into music. And then like another part of me is just like, hey man, you want to get back into making videos, you should totally do TikTok stuff. And I'm like, I know that the best way to do it is just sit down and fucking record, whether it's going to be good or not. But I don't. Just take commissions so you can earn something. But that's the thing. I don't think my shit's good enough for commissions yet. So I need to at least get it better at it. So making free stuff is the smart way to do it. But then I'm like, I'm not getting any money from it. I'm like, I don't know. I'll just do shit for free and then have it so if they want to, they can like charge whatever the fuck they want themselves for it, right? Because like, I mean, I sold one for like $20, which was kind of cool. But I also added extra to that and made it look really nice and did my best on it. Like, these are the ones, it's honestly fairly simple to make these animated backgrounds. So, like, to the point that, like, a friend of mine wants to make animated backgrounds but doesn't know how because they just make normal ones. So, I recorded a 30-second clip showing them how to do it. That's how easy it is. And they were like, son of a bitch. I was like, yeah, it's literally that easy. And they were like, God damn it. So, I don't know. Making animated stuff's super easy. Like, I could probably just, like, show you with, literally with, like, the VRChat game capture right now. I just right-click, go to filters, add a filter. And then I just click on scroll. And then I just set, like, horizontal to, -12. And then vertical. Or sorry, I want that one at -12. -12. And then I want this one at 12. Like, this is literally how I make my animated backgrounds. It just scrolls like this. It's just icons. It's literally the scroll effect. It's that simple. But getting rid of that. So that's why I don't feel okay about like really taking money for it unless it's like a custom one that someone wants. Because, you know, it takes me moments to do that. And I literally have a button set up that records it perfect. So it's a perfect loop. And then I can just post that. And then I just take a screenshot of it in full screen for the static one. So it's just like, man, do I really deserve to be making money off of something that literally took me, like, if you look at my Ko-fi, I don't know. If you look at it, they're all pretty much the exact same thing, just slightly different, right? And I just change what icon is on there and the color of the background, the color of everything on it. But essentially, they're all the exact same thing. So it takes me, like, literally, like, I think when I timed it, it took me 3.5 minutes to make a new one. It took me longer to upload them than it did to fully, like, edit and record it. KO-FI. Coffee. That's why I call it Ko-Fi, because my brain goes to lo-fi. But it's technically coffee. And it's just like an online shop thing. Like, here, let me... There, that's my coffee. Like, it's a neat thing. but it's just like an online shop that you can do. So if people want animated backgrounds or static backgrounds for like their videos or YouTube and Twitch or whatever, then it's there. And then they have the ability to like spend money if they want to, but it's free otherwise. Like Patreon. It's more secure than Patreon. Because Patreon is known for literally like taking people's money and having like shitty fees and pretty much like bullying their own people that use it and keeping money from people after they've been banned. And it's like, bro, like that money wasn't meant for you, Patreon. That was meant for me. Give me my payout if you're going to ban me. And then Patreon just never gives them the money. So like I have a Patreon just so no one else can use the name. And like I did try using it at one point, and then I started finding out so many things about it and I was like, oh god, no thank you. But there's like a better alternative to Patreon called Subscribestar. So that's a thing. But yeah, Ko-fi is pretty much the exact same concept, but for art. A lot of like VTuber artists, whether it be 3D or 2D or pings or just standard art, they all do it. Or they'll have like their own website they've made through a card. And they'll like set that all up with all their commission pricing and then have it go through their PayPal. And I wish there was an alternative to PayPal as well, because PayPal's a pain in the ass. Like, I honestly wish there was something better than PayPal. Like, they take out so much in fees, and it's just a lot, man. Since you get an RGB flashlight, you can make an OnlyFans. I have an OnlyFans, actually. I'm just not verified because I don't have legal ID. And I mean, I already worked in porn, so I've already got Chatterbait, so I might just do that because I'm already verified on there. But, I don't know, I really gotta get my shit together and get legal ID again, and then I can probably set up all that shit, because I feel like I do alright at it. Especially now that I know how to actually market myself, because before I was literally just going live and not marketing myself at all. And now I'm like, heh, nice. I know what I'm doing. But then I'm probably gonna like lose a bunch of my following, and then I'm also gonna like gain a new following, and then the new following is not gonna mesh well with the old following, and then it's just gonna be like a fucking mishmash of bullshit, and I'm gonna have to deal with all that when I cross that bridge. And then it'll also be figuring out when I'm gonna stream on there. So it'll just become like a big headache when I get to that point. It's probably why I'm not going and getting everything all sorted out. It's probably, I know, because that's a thing. God, I'm dumb. Like, what I should do is get my shit together in real life, get my ID thing sorted out, because that's been an issue since like 2019, 2018. And it's almost 2022, so yeah, I should get that figured out. And then once I've got that all sorted, then I'll probably set up the whole adult modeling shit again, because I kind of miss doing that, even though like I'm not an overly sexual person, contrary to popular belief, because, you know, I'm technically a lewd tuber with like all the shit I post, but like I have like absolutely no sex drive, but like for that it's like, yeah, it's whatever. So it's like, if I had to do that and then set up like an OnlyFans thing, if I had to do that, like there are ways around it, right? Like I could just like make a model that's made for that type shit and then have two separate ones. Like I could have the OnlyFans for Trash Mouse, and then for like Fansly, which is pretty much the same thing but a little bit different, I could do IRL stuff. And then if I were to use like the Chatterbait shit, it would just be my like IRL stuff, because that'd be easier. Mind you, I could do both actually if I hold up. I could set up full body tracking type shit, but I don't know if that would work too well for a male. It's a little bit easier with a female, because I don't really have like the tools to be able to control shit, so I have to like show off, which doesn't really work too well for VR for a man. This is such a weird, one-sided conversation. I'm just kind of talking myself in and out of things a whole lot. You guys are just kind of sitting here listening to me rant. It's gonna be even weirder for the, like, Twitch, or, yeah, for the VOD, because there's, you're not even gonna have the background music to go with it. There's just gonna be an occasional Pokeball. Is this the quality content you guys came here for tonight? Just me talking about weird shit. Tried VR one time, but I got sick 3 days after. Was very mad and can't change it. Hey, congrats, Vex. I've never tried VR. I really want to. Like, I feel like I wouldn't have any issues with it just because I don't get motion sickness. And, like, my perception of reality is already a little bit fucked up. So I'm kind of already used to that with, like, my schizophrenia of everything being weird. And I rely on my hearing more than my vision anyways. So the hardest part for me is going to be moving around by using my hand instead of actually walking. You know what I mean? And then once you try and walk afterwards, I've heard is the issue. So that's going to be the thing that's going to get me, I think. I feel like that's probably going to be the hardest part. Getting used to walking around using like a joystick, and then when you actually have to walk in real life, you don't know how your legs work. That would actually be really fucking funny. I don't know. My goal is one day have a living situation where I can have like a room that is literally just designed for VR, so I can walk around and it will be set up so it's big enough that I can walk around in it. And then have like really good gaming setup and all that, and an area for like crafts and stuff so I can do IRL craft streams, because I love doing those. Like, those have been so much fun whenever we did them. And then, like, I don't know, it'd be cool to get into building like models or miniatures and painting and art and things I used to be passionate about when I was younger, because I miss that, you know? Like, it's weird. It's such a strange feeling for me, because like I'm emotionally inept, right? Like I can't feel emotions, but I still have this longing to do things that made me happy. You know? I just don't really know how to feel about it, because like how do I want to phrase this? A part of my brain knows what it felt like and thinks probably that doing these things that used to make me happy when I was younger are probably things that could make me happy again. But I don't think that's how that works. You know? Don't force you into shit you don't like. No, that's not what I mean. It's more of like, I literally cannot feel emotions unless it's for like a fictional thing. Like if I watch a movie or play a video game or watch an anime or read a book, read a comic, you know, like I can feel emotions for that. But when it comes to real life stuff, I don't feel emotions. I don't even know what that would be considered, or if it's an actual like known thing. Like I used to feel emotions, but that was just because I was around like this one person, right? Like my ex. And I know it sounds like, oh, boo-hoo, broken heart, but no, like I literally didn't feel anything before I even met her. And I didn't know who she was for the first 2 years, and I could just feel stuff when I was in the presence of her, and I didn't know who it was that was causing that or what it was. And then I eventually figured out that it was every time I was around her that I could feel things. And then, you know, I ended up actually like dating her at one point, and then since then I was able to feel stuff. And then when her and I split up, my brain was like, yeah, let's not deal with that no more. We're turning off whatever energy it is that she gives off to make us feel things. We're just going to ignore it now. And that was when we split up. Like I wasn't mad or anything. Like I wanted to be mad. Fuck, I wanted to hate her, but like I don't. Like she's doing what's best for her, you know? Like, yeah, it sucks what happened, but like I don't talk shit on her really. Like I'll jokingly say things because, you know, haha, funny moment, right? But it's like, nah, like she didn't treat me wrong or nothing. She did a lot for me. So like, I can't even hate her. I wish I could, but I don't. Which kind of sucks because I don't have any closure because of that. So, not being able to feel stuff now, it's like the same as when I was a kid and I just couldn't feel anything. So it's like, I don't know, man. I want to feel things, so I want to do things that I feel like would have been things I would have enjoyed when I could feel things. You know? Like, that, it sounds stupid. Like, really fucking stupid, because, like, an ex is an ex for a reason. Right? But, like, I'm literally, like, so close every single day to just message her and see if she wants to hang out. Because, like, I want to say that we ended on good terms, even though, like, it ended really bad. It was still good in a way. Like, there wasn't fighting or anything like that. We said we'd still be friends, and of course that didn't happen. But, like, I think my brain just wants to message her so I can hang out with her to see if I can actually feel something, because it's been over a year. And, like, people would say that you feel empty. I don't feel empty inside. I feel hollow. You know, it's like a part is missing. And it's not her. It's a part of me. You know, like the ability to feel things. And, like, it was really great at first because, like, you know, I don't think about shit. I'm like, okay, whatever. Can't relate, but alright. But, like, I still remember what things were like. So it's like, man, I kind of want that to be fixed. But, like, there's a lot of advantages to not feeling anything. Last GF I broke up, also on my side, since I got very fast annoyed to people that are around me. Well, that's the thing, like, I don't get angry at things, I don't get happy, I don't get, well, okay, I occasionally get sad, which is like the one emotion I can feel, which of all the emotions, why? Like, why pick that one, brain? But, like, you know, I don't really, like, I don't get, like, angry at anything, I don't get, like, happy at anything, you know, like, I'm really good at faking emotions and emulating them because, hey, I had them for so fucking long, but, like, I don't know, I can find something funny and laugh about it, but, like, you know that, like, good feeling that you get when you're hanging out with your friends and you're all laughing and joking about shit? I don't get the good feeling. I can still laugh and joke, but I don't get the good feeling, right? And, like, when you are doing something and, like, it's frustrating, I don't feel frustrated. I feel more just annoyed. Even if it's something super annoying that's like, I want to be angry. It's more just like, this is a nuisance. I don't want to be around this. I'm going to leave for this situation. Of which, you know, even in situations where I should be angry, you know, like, say someone were to, like, try and start a fight with me. Well, I mean, you should never be angry in a fight, but you know what I mean? Like, if someone tries to cause an argument with me, right? I'll just, like, I don't feel anger or aggression towards them. I feel annoyed that they're causing me to be needing to just raise my voice to tell them to shut up. Which is very strange. I mean, it's kind of a good thing, but it's also really weird. Try to force me also into social, but I can't stay it long. That's why I tried VR. I mean, that's fair. Like, I've always been really good at doing the whole, like, social interaction thing. Like, even, like, I'm an introvert during the day, but I'm an extrovert at night. And I've always been able to take that same energy and use it during the day. I just don't like it. But at nighttime, I spend all my time alone. And that's when I'm an extrovert. So, what people say about having your batteries recharged, you know, like, introverts go and chill by themselves to get recharged, and then extroverts, they recharge by being around people. Like, they're polar opposites. But because I'm only awake at night, really, or, like, actually doing things at night, I only get to recharge during the day, and then I drain at night. And then people still want to do things occasionally, like, I have some IRL friends that, like, I hang out with on occasion. But like, it's just so draining being around them during the day. And then at nighttime when I want to hang out with people, no one is around. So I just drain more. And, you know, when I have to go out and like as even like being around like my family, and like I love my family, you know, it's draining being around people during the day. So like that's one of the things that probably got me to go back into VRChat, is it's a semblance of talking with people, you know, like, again, I can't prove that everyone here isn't a cleverly programmed Google AI, but like, it's a form of interaction. So like my extroverted brain is like, hey, let's go hang out with people, and it's like, yeah. And like I can completely space out and just only look at my screen and not see anything else around me. So it's almost like being in VR. But it's just not quite the same as being around real people. So I'm in a lose-lose situation for that. It's nice when I'm just by myself during the day though. And like, I love being alone. Like, I don't like people being around me for the most part, unless it's, you know, at nighttime, in which case there's only a certain amount that I can still handle, right? Like, even though I recharge my batteries like that, I just don't like people being around me for long periods of time. But like, I love being alone, but it just feels lonely at the same time, and I don't like feeling lonely. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. You know, like, I don't know. And a lot of the time it also feels like, I know it's not this, don't worry. I have friends and they have their own lives going on. I always tell people, don't worry, like, I completely get not messaging me. I didn't message you either, because my brain doesn't think to message people. But I don't have anyone message me ever unless they need any, like, something. And then the people that do message me only message me during the day when I don't want to talk to people. Of which just makes me go, why are you bothering me? This is my me time. Even though I don't want to be alone, I still want to be alone. It's so confusing. I don't know what this actually would be technically considered. Is this a form of depression? Oh no. Because I don't think I have depression. I think I have depressive episodes more so. And like generally this time of year is when I get them the most. Just kind of, I don't know. I like being alone. I don't like being lonely. And then, on top of all that, anytime that I start like seeing like, hey, this person that I'm talking with, there's potential for a relationship. Maybe this could lead to my brain working properly again, even though I'm not getting that energy from them initially, which obviously would probably be saying that it's not going to happen, but whatever. My brain will be like, yeah, I could potentially be in a relationship with this person in the future, right? They always ghost me, and I'm like, huh. Okay. Neat. Well, that kind of sucks, you know, like that's pretty much just what my brain does, is like, maybe don't try and like somebody, I guess. I don't think it's depression since you're doing stuff. Exactly, right? Like, and even if I am like depressed, right? Like, I'm not saying like I have depression, but like if I'm depressed at the time, because there is a very big difference. My brain is so problem solution that it goes, okay, here is the problem. We are feeling depressed. What is the solution? Okay, well, what is causing this problem? Well, let's look at the root cause. Have you hung out with people lately? No. Okay, well then find someone to hang out with, even if it's on like the time that you don't want to hang out with people. Human interaction, regardless, helps your brain stimulate like serotonin and whatnot. And I was like, okay. Or isn't serotonin in the stomach, or is that dopamine? Which one's which? I forget, but whatever, you know what I'm saying. Gives you the happy chemical. And even if like I don't feel the emotion, I think the chemical reaction is probably still there. Another one is like, oh, have you left the house? Because maybe you don't want to be around people. Well, no, I haven't left the house. Well, maybe leave the house, get some fresh air. All right, so I just go for a walk or something. Other things, it's like, yeah, it's as dumb as like, have you gotten a hug lately? And it's like, I don't remember the last time someone genuinely wanted to hug me. You know, like, I don't really count like a side hug or a quick like goodbye hug or anything like that. Like someone genuinely wanting to give physical affection in a way that isn't overbearing. And I'm just like, yeah, that could be it. Don't plan on asking for that though. So it's just weird things like that, you know. God, this sounds so fucking depressing. I don't mean for this to be depressing. I am sorry. I just started rambling.
Aw, how cute. You wanna be my subby?
Aw, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it, Swiss. Right. I feel like I've rambled far too much this evening. I bitched about JoJo. I bitched about One Piece. There's a bunch of memes going on. I bitched about, like, prejudices in the world. And now I'm bitching about, like, my own, like, stupid brain. Like, why couldn't we just talk about something fun like frogs? I like frogs. Frogs are pretty cool. Frogs are pretty dope. We could have just talked about frogs, but we didn't. But yeah, like, I don't think that I have depression, man. Like, it's more of, like, being depressed, which is a very big difference. I like ducks. Yo, you like ducks? Are you in the Discord? If you're in the Discord after stream, I got 2 duck memes. I'll put them in the shitpost, and then you can see them. They're really good duck memes. I got a lot of frog memes though. A friend of mine, she really likes frogs. Like really, really likes frogs. To the point that she's the reason that I like frogs. Like, because she was just constantly like showing me frog memes. So I started finding a shit ton of frog memes. That's why you'll see me use a lot of frog memes on like Twitter and stuff. Or occasionally in like the shitpost channels. So because of her now I end up just gaining a love for frogs more than I already did. I liked them. I thought they were neat. But now I just love them. I don't use Discord, but thanks for the offer. Alright, do you have the Twitters? If you have Twitter, you could follow me on Twitter. And then I'll just like send them to you and be like, look, frog, look at these ducks. It's 2 ducks. He's a good duck. Yeah, I don't know, it's weird how like people can influence your life like that too, right? Like, I have Twitter. Alright, my username's the same on there. If you feel like just like hopping on, then I'll be like, hey yo, ducks. You don't even need to follow, just message me and then I'll reply to it and send you the duck memes. So, but yeah, it's just so weird how like someone that you can interact with, because like I've never hung out with her in real life. I like literally like started talking with her on Facebook, and then we just like talk all the time. And she was just sending frog memes all the time, so I just send her frog memes all the time now. So it is a froggy friendship. It's pretty neat. But it's so strange how someone that you barely know can influence your life in such a way that like it changes your opinion of something. You know, like I know a decent amount about her, but like I don't know her as a person because I've never hung out with her. Like, again, I can't prove any of you aren't cleverly programmed Google AIs because I haven't met you. You know? And since I haven't met her, she could be a cleverly programmed Google AI. Food for thought. Got you a follow. Swiss Skynet. Alright. You didn't need to follow. Could have just been like, yo, duck memes. And I'd have been like, yo, here you go. And drop the duck memes. But I do appreciate it. But I don't know, it's so wild how like such a small thing can influence your life to such a point. Like, her and I are supposed to hang out like a few times now, but always something comes up because that's just how life is, right? But like, I even saw something, and like I'm the kind of person that if I see something that reminds me of someone, I'll buy it for them if I can. And like, I bought her like these really cute like froggy earmuffs just because I saw them and we're like, oh, those are cheap and she'd like those. So I've been meaning to give them to her, but I haven't been able to hang out with her. You know? So it's just weird how like my brain works with that kind of thing. Shit's just like insane, man. But yeah, I don't know. I guess it's weird. I've been hanging out with people a lot. Like I I'm literally going on a hike in 7 hours with a friend of mine. And yet I still feel alone. It's weird, you know? Like, because the time of day that I hang out with people for the most part. And like, she'll occasionally hang out with me at night too, which works out pretty well for me and charges my batteries up. But then like, I don't know. For the most part, people that message me in general, like matches off Tinder or anything, or like people on Facebook that I know, the only thing people ever want is sex. And I'm like, I don't want to have sex. I would like to talk to people, you know? Like, I think I mentioned to you guys the other day that I was hanging out with this like really cool, like punk chick, right? And I ended up going back to her place because I like jokingly flirted with her a little bit, but like flirting isn't involving sex. And then we were sitting there just talking and shooting the shit. Obviously, topic of like people comes up at some point or another, and like matches on shit because we were matched on Tinder. And then like I was like complaining about how people only want me for sex, and she was like, what? And then I mentioned that I had no sex drive. She's like, that's so fucking weird. And I was like, what? She's like, you're the first guy I've ever heard say that. And I was like, well, it's not like I have anything against sex. Like, I used to be a sex worker, you know, like I used to be a porn model, so sorry about that. So I was just like, the only thing people ever message me for is that. And it really sucks because like I have no issues with the whole friends with benefits thing. And it's not like I'm like asexual or anything, because like I still get horny every once in a while, but like it's very rare, you know. I feel also alone inside even when I got company. Yeah, like it's like situational. Like there's very few people that I enjoy being around, and those people are always busy or doing something, you know. I'm just gonna drink some more of my drink. But yeah, so like, holy fuck, my voice is starting to hurt. I'm hanging out with her, and like I mentioned that like, yeah, I have like no interest in sex, and she was like, what? And I was like, yeah. And then, you know, like I have an interest in her because, you know, I got good vibes from her, and even though she's technically more crazy than I am, which is saying a lot, it was, you know, like I have an interest in this person because, you know, I vibe with them. They put off energies I enjoy. So it's like, yeah, like if they wanted to, I'd be like, yeah, sure, why the fuck not, right? I have nothing wrong with friends with benefits type thing, because to me, sex is just sex. It means nothing. But, like, it's not what I actively seek out from people, you know? I'm not into sex, sure, I watch erotic, but I'm just not feeling to have sex per se. Yeah, exactly, like, so many people just only want sex. Like, I'm not a fan of hookup culture at all. I find it to be fucking terrible. Like, it hurts your mental health. It makes you feel like you're only good for one thing. If you're not getting it, then you feel like you're not getting affection because you've associated lust with love, because that's just like the fucking world that we live in now. And I'm like, nah, I don't vibe with that. Like, I would like a human connection with someone that I could just be in the presence of, and that's good enough. You know, like, I think that's something that my ex didn't seem to get from me, was like, her being around was enough for me. And because like when I was around her, I could feel things. The longer I'm around here, the more I'm able to feel things when she's not around as well, right? Like the longer that lasts. And like if she didn't work one day and I'd had plans for that day, I would move those plans for a day that she was working so I could be at home with her. And she was like, why do you always do that? Like, why don't you go out with your friends, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, because I like being around you. She's like, but we don't even like do anything. We're just in our separate office areas, just doing our own thing. I'm like, I don't know how more easily to describe this to you. Your presence brings me comfort. And she didn't seem to get that, of which really sucked. So, I don't know, I need someone to understand that, like, I want someone around to be around just so we can do absolutely nothing together, you know? You can cuddle without problem and feeling nice. Well, that's the thing, like, I don't even need to cuddle. Like, knowing that they're in the same fucking, like, living space as me is enough. You know, like, it's just like, your presence is here. But like, she never really seemed to get that. And she honestly would get grouchy about it because I would cancel plans with my friends just to be able to be in the same general vicinity as her, because she didn't work that day. And when she did work, I would just go and hang out with people then. Or when she's asleep at night, you know, I'd hang out with her for a little while, and then I'd go out for like nighttime walks because that's just what I do. Like, I have energy at nighttime. That's the only thing I like about the winter is it gets darker sooner. The sun is what makes me tired. So with it being darker sooner and staying darker for longer, you know, like my day gets a lot like longer, but in a good way. So I get fast annoyed at people, which is the reason for my break. Yeah, like that's something that I have a lot of issues with. Like, I have a friend that is very clingy, and I'm alright with clingy, but I'm not alright with high energy. And they're just very high energy all the time. And I've made it very clear, like, you need to calm down when you're around me, because you're becoming a nuisance to me, and I don't want to stop our friendship just because it's something incredibly avoidable, like calming down. Right? Like, I get being high energy and bubbly, but like, I have seen you not like that plenty of times. Please, just don't be so excitable around me. It really makes me uncomfortable. You know, like, there isn't a lot of things that make me uncomfortable, but it's more of like, okay, uncomfortable is the incorrect word. It's more of, I don't feel like I belong in that situation because I'm not a high energy person. I can be, but I'm not naturally. You know? Like, a lot of times on like stream, like I'll play it up and I'll be like super high energy for something because this is entertainment, right? Like, a lot of you guys like just to watch something that's really funny or something that someone's reacting or going over the top with shit. Like, that's why, like, I'll pretend that I'm angry at something because, like, again, I know how to emulate an emotion, but like, I'm not actually feeling anything, so I just like go really over the top of things because it's funny, haha, like he did the thing, you know. And it's just, I don't know, shit be wild and man. I literally just talked for 45 minutes about stupid shit like this. I am sorry. More as masked, excited, but inside I can't feel the joy. Yeah, like, it's more of like, I don't get excited about anything. I might get like a little bit stoked. I'm like, yo, that's kind of cool. Like, that's gonna be nice when that happens. But like, I'm not like, oh my god, that's awesome, blah blah. And because like, when I was a kid, every time that I got excited, I'd get sick. So I just kind of like trained myself to not get excited. And then I guess over time, like, people being excited around me, save for like very specific few people, it was just, it's like fucking super draining. It's like water out of a barrel, but you cut off half the barrel, you know, like it just pours out. You broke down the dam, you know, like all of the energy just goes away when someone is super high energy around me. And even when I'm like extroverted, unless I'm also in a high energy mood, but that is so rare. So it's like, I can't keep up with that. And so many people that I'm friends with are like bouncing around and everything. And I'm like, all right. And like, I'm an uncle, right? So I got like my nieces and nephew. So like, I can be high energy for kids, right? Because obviously Big Brother mode kind of takes over, you know, like, oh man, we're goofing around, we're having fun, blah, 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 right? Like, they're kids, you know, like, they only get to be, this is going to sound terrible, but they only get to be happy for so long, and then they get to realize how the world works. So it also gives you a moment to try and rekindle something that you had at their age, you know? And I think that's why a lot of people have kids so young, because they want to act like kids again, so they want to have the kids around, so they have an excuse to be like that. But like, I think a lot of people don't realize that like, you can still go do all that stupid fun shit as an adult. We just are told that we shouldn't. And that's just not right, you know? Like, I feel like we should be able to just do whatever the fuck we want. And like, we always set so many rules for ourselves that we shouldn't and then we follow them, and then we feel like life is work, sleep, and then death. And it's just like, there's so much time in the day that we could use for other stuff, but we already just feel so drained from overworking ourselves that we don't even realize that doing that fun stuff is what's going to recharge us, you know? And then we fill it with like vices, whether it be like, I don't know. Some people it's bouncing relationship to relationship. Other people it's drugs. Other people it's alcohol. Other people it's just watching anime or something, right? But like, we don't go out and do all the fun shit that we used to. Like, when was the last time you played dodgeball or went to the park and threw a ball around, or, you know, went swimming with your friends or something, you know, rode bikes with buddies? We just don't do that anymore, you know? Always glad to help with hip problems, but real life problems. Oh, IT. Real life problems from other I can't feel understand. Yeah, like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of us just have made ourselves very devoid from stuff, and then when we're put in situations where we could go do things that help us, we choose not to. Right? Like, I have a friend that constantly wants to go out and have like a beer or something like that, and it's not like in an alcoholic way. It's just more of, that's how he bonds with people, is he takes them out for a drink. Right? And you have like a beer or two. You're not downing like a fucking like shot after shot, or downing like pitcher after pitcher of beer. It's, you know, like a beer or two. And generally he always takes you out for dinner too. And I love him, he's a great guy. But like, my brain decides, hey, this is gonna be a situation where I'm gonna have to use energy, and I don't wanna use energy, you know? Because generally it's during the day, and I just don't feel like hanging out with people during the day, even though tomorrow I'm going out for a hike at like 1 p.m. But I think that's more of my brain has decided that I haven't been on a hike in a very long time, and that overrides the need to avoid people during the day. If that makes sense. But I think I'm going to find someone to raid, because we're past the 3-hour mark now. And my streams are only usually 3 hours. So, let's see who's on. Just gonna hop on over to Twitch real quick. I'm still here, don't worry. I can still read chat and everything. But I don't even know if anyone's on at the moment. Yeah, I've literally got no one on that I'm following to see if I even have like any viewers at the moment. Not a whole lot. So, let's see, who's on? Fucking speak of the devil. So one of the channel that I would potentially send a raid to is Pappy, who is another VTuber. He's a really funny guy, but he is quite literally the exact opposite of me. His stream is literally titled Warning High Energy. That is, you couldn't write any better fucking jokes than that. We're literally talking about how I'm super low energy and shit, and his stream is literally titled Warning High Energy, and he has more like a higher pitched kind of voice, so that's so fucking funny. But yeah, so I think I'm just gonna end stream here for the night, you guys, and I will see you on Tuesday evening at 3 a.m. So I guess Tuesday morning. Monday, for me it's Monday, for y'all it'll be Tuesday. Alright, so I'm just gonna end her here. I appreciate you all being here. It means a whole lot. Thank you guys for all the subs and for hanging around. And we will be doing probably Animal Crossing on Tuesday, 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.